What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 1 Northwest, 001 Chūnin Exam, Ninja Village Rankings. Next chapter. Advertisement. Congratulations to everyone for successfully passing the 3rd Chūnin exam. There are 9 people in total, 5 from Konoha, 3 from Sand Shinobi, and 1 from Sound Ninja. Now let me explain the content of the official competition. You will represent your respective countries and compete officially in front of everyone. In order to have time to inform the daimyo and ninja leaders of various countries that the preliminaries have ended, and summon them to watch the official competition. At the same time, it also gives you enough time to prepare for the game, analyze your opponent's performance in the preliminaries, and prepare accordingly. To this end, the official competition will be held in a month. Fire Country Konohagakure, Chūnin Exam Preliminaries Venue. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen looked serious and personally explained to the contestants who passed the preliminaries and their leading teacher. After passing 3 rounds of difficult assessments and finally reaching this point, the 9 contestants all looked solemn. I secretly thought that I must make good use of this month to further improve my strength, so that I can pass the formal assessment and be promoted to Chūnin. Boom. Just when everyone was nervous, a loud roar suddenly came from outside. It's like thunder, and it's like the roar of a giant beast. What happened? Everyone's expressions turned stern. Such strange noises told them intuitively that something big had happened. Immediately afterwards, he quickly ran outside. This is. After seeing clearly, everyone's eyes widened with horror. I saw a huge sky hanging across the sky. It was so big that everyone in the entire ninja world could clearly see it if they raised their heads. What's this? Advertisement. Ninjutsu. Go check it out. The next moment, no matter Konoha, other big countries such as Cloud Shinobi, Sand Shinobi, Rock Shinobi, Mist Shinobi, or small ninja villages such as Rain Shinobi, Kusanagi, Taki Shinobi, etc., they all sent Anbu or elite ninjas to investigate the sky curtain. However, all kinds of perception and detection ninjutsu, no matter what means, cannot understand the details and origin of this tent. Human beings have an instinctive fear of the unknown. For a moment, everyone couldn't help but feel worried. At this moment, 4 big characters slowly appeared in the sky. Open black lens bracket ninja village ranking close black lens bracket. Quote. Seeing these 4 words, everyone was startled again. What's the explanation? But this time, before the ninjas could investigate, a large number of small words appeared on the sky, explaining it. That's it. It also. After reading it, everyone froze in place, their brains short-circuited for a moment. According to the explanation, first of all, this huge canopy poses no harm or threat to anyone or anything. On the contrary, it will bring huge benefits to some people and even the country. And its essence is just a ranking list. A list comparing various ninja villages for the entire ninja world. Ranking of ninja villages. In Hokage's office, 3rd generation took a puff of cigarette, and then looked at the consultants opposite. What do you think? Judging from the current situation, there is indeed no threat found. Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu looked at each other and continued. Advertisement. In this case, let's temporarily believe the above text description. Madness. Danzo stood on the edge with a gloomy expression. Although it's just a screen, with such a scale, even S-level ninjutsu won't be able to do it. Are you spending so much effort just for a boring ranking? There must be some kind of conspiracy hidden in it. Quote. Let's see and then talk. The senior management had different opinions. 3rd generation pondered for a long time, exhaled a puff of smoke, and said something. At the moment, they can't make any impact on the sky. In this case, they can only wait and see what happens. In addition to Konoha, high-level officials from other countries also quickly held meetings. And the results are similar. After all, for things that cannot be interfered with, one can only let it be. Of course, all countries have emergency evacuation plans. Once the canopy is found to be harmful, they will protect their citizens from harm as soon as possible. For example, under the Konoha Hokage Rock is a huge shelter. At the same time, an island called the Country of Waves was different from the people in other places. The people on the island looked up at the sky, were slightly startled, and then continued busy with the affairs at hand. Facing the spectacle that shocked the world, their performance was as if they were saying, "Oh, that's it, and that was it." It's not that the people of the Country of Waves are more nervous, it's just that they've long been accustomed to strange things. In just 3 years, both the original residents of the island and subsequent outsiders have witnessed too many incredible miracles. For example, the island suddenly expanded several times. For example, an island floating in the sky. In comparison, a larger LED display is nothing. They couldn't help but think that this so-called canopy was created by Lord Yan, again. Even without Prince Yan taking action, Kixing, Immortal, or their subordinates and descendants can create such a thing. In short, There is nothing surprising about this kind of childishness. For the entire ninja world. Advertisement. Deep in the kingdom of waves, among the mist-shrouded mountains and lofty mountains, there is a hidden cave. After checking the system, Lu Li frowned slightly. 3 years ago, he accidentally traveled to this world. Bind the strongest divine kingdom system and get the template of King Zhongli of the Rock King at the beginning. Simply, based on the kingdom of waves, create a unique Liyue in the ninja world. Although there is a system around you, this world dominated by ninjas is full of dangers. Lu Li adheres to the strategy of building walls high, accumulating food widely, and becoming king slowly, and develops in a low-key manner. After 3 years, step by step, the Kingdom of God was finally upgraded from level 1 to level 9. Moreover, the Liyue kingdom in the game is completely recreated into this world. In some ways, it's even worse. Today, after confirming that the 9th level divine kingdom was complete, Lu Li decided to launch the final sprint to the 10th level, which is the full level divine kingdom. But he didn't expect that as soon as he started the challenge, the system dealt with him like this. Open black lens bracket ninja village ranking close black lens bracket. The so-called ninja village is a place where ninjas gather, which is equivalent to the country's military power. Although most of the people in Liyue are not ninjas, they are indeed the military force of the Kingdom of Waves. Therefore, in this ranking, the ninja village of the Land of Waves is also included. With Liyue's current strength, not to mention some small ninja villages, even compared with the 5 hidden villages of the 5 major countries, they are not inferior at all. It can be predicted that Liyue will definitely be at the top of this ranking. In this way, wouldn't the kingdom of God that Lu Li took so much effort to hide be exposed? That's fine. After pondering slightly, Lu Li smiled. Wealth and honor do not return to their hometown, just like walking in brocade clothes at night. He has worked hard for so long, and it is time to show the results. Then in this way, let the entire ninja world have a glimpse of Liyue's grace. 002 ranking begins, Liyue, Country of Waves. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. An hour later, when everyone was still exploring the sky, full of doubts and fears. 10, 9, 8. The countdown suddenly appeared. Open black lens bracket first round. Wealth ranking. Close black lens bracket. The countdown is over and the list is officially released. Wealth. First round. Looking at the huge title in the center of the sky, everyone couldn't help but ponder again. Comparing wealth, this is understandable. After all, financial resources are the basis of everything. Without strong wealth, it is impossible to build a strong ninja village. However, to the surprise of many, the title revealed round 1. In other words, this similar ranking is not the same. For example, the first round is about wealth ranking, and the second round may be about force. After all, as a ninja village, it is a military unit of the country. Notes on viewing. The ninja village is a military unit of the country, and its wealth depends on the country. Therefore, this round of rankings will be based on the country where the ninja village is located. Close black lens bracket. This list will select the top 3 ninja villages in the ninja world for comparison, and finally determine the top spot by popular vote. Close black lens bracket. The ninja village that tops the list will receive generous rewards, including land area, natural resources, national quality, etc. Close black lens bracket. This round of lists can only be viewed and participated by living people. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. All viewers can send barrages with their thoughts. The stronger the will, the more barrages they can send within a certain period of time. Close black lens bracket. After the voting ends, questions will be asked about the content of the list, and those who answer correctly will receive generous rewards. Close black lens bracket. This is, seeing the information on the screen, everyone was refreshed again. Generous rewards, including land area, national quality. Sarutobi Hiruzen's soothing expression just now became serious again. If it is true, this will be a huge event that can change the structure of the ninja world. HMPH, only you, Hiruzen, would believe such nonsense to deceive a child. Whether it is true or false, it will be verified soon. Nara Shikaku, captain of the Chūnin class, the man who serves as the Hokage's think tank, opened the door and came in with a very solemn expression. What we can do now is, firstly, pray that Konoha can win the first place in the selection. Secondly, based on the final result and the substantial impact, make an optimal response plan immediately. Snort. Danzo snorted coldly, still skeptical about Tianmu's information. After all, directly expanding the land area is too terrifying. That is far beyond the scope of ninjutsu, it is God. Danzo believes in the supremacy of strength, and as for gods, in his opinion, it is just an excuse for the weak to avoid retreating. However, Shikaku's analysis is indeed irrefutable. Killer B. Yo, I'm here to post a barrage, try it's real or fake, yo. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, a strange barrage crossed the sky. While everyone is still in shock. Fourth Raikage. Asshole ratio. Don't post weird things like this when you're so nervous. Close black lens bracket. Samui. Sir Raikage, please pay attention to your image. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. The people in Cloud Shinobi Village are still so impatient. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Fourth Raikage. We at Cloud Shinobi Village don't need your rock shinobi to tell us what to do. Close black lens bracket. Kuritsuchi. Old man, the people in Cloud Shinobi don't seem to take you seriously. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. Bastard. You have fanned the flames here, do you want to use grandpa as a weapon? Besides, we don't have to worry about Cloud Shinobi's barbarians. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Old guy. Aren't you already being used as a gun? Also, who are you talking about as a barbarian? Close black lens bracket. Kuritsuchi. Hee hee, it's so interesting. Close black lens bracket. It was originally a very serious matter, but when I saw Cloud Shinobi and Rock Shinobi arguing, the tension disappeared instantly, and everyone was in a panic. I thought to myself, let's start the ranking immediately. They really don't want to watch Tangtang's shadow and quarrel in public like children. Uzumaki Naruto. It really can. You can actually send messages. It's so much fun. Close black lens bracket. Deidara. Is it just a simple text introduction? It has no sense of art. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Let's start quickly, I really don't want to listen to the nagging of some old guys. Close black lens bracket. At the same time, others began to send barrages one after another. Although it requires someone with a certain amount of willpower to successfully send it, it is aimed at the entire ninja world after all. Soon, the sky was filled with barrages. The quarrel between Cloud Shinobi and Rock Shinobi fell into disuse after being overwhelmed by a large number of barrages. Yamanaka Haichi. In terms of wealth ranking, our Konoha should be at the top of the list. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Although our country of wind is located in the desert and has a harsh environment, as the country with the largest land area, no one can underestimate us. Close black lens bracket. Lois. Our land of soil has rich mineral reserves, and our wealth will not be inferior to that of any country. Close black lens bracket. Of course, there are still many sober-minded people discussing this round of rankings. However, it is basically Wang Po who thinks her country can win the championship. Although it is not yet certain whether the rewards in the explanation are true or false, at this moment, the national pride cultivated since childhood has made everyone excited. After all, this is for the entire ninja world, who doesn't want his country's ninja village to come out on top. Open black lens bracket wealth ranking. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Shortlisted ninja village. Open black lens bracket no. 3. Konohagakure, the land of fire. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket no. 2. Thunder Country Cloud Shinobi Village. Close black lens bracket. No. 1. Liyue, Country of Waves. Amid intense discussions and expectations, the list finally started. As the text scrolls, the 3 richest ninja villages have been listed one by one. Akamaiki Choza. What Haichi said is indeed right, we Konoha are indeed ranked first. Close black lens bracket. Akatu. You see clearly, it's the third one. Close black lens bracket. Akamaiki Dingza. That is a serial number, not a ranking. Close black lens bracket. Akatu. Yes, it's just a serial number. You Konoha are not number 1. Close black lens bracket. Akamaiki Dingza. No matter what, we Konoha are on the list, and you Rock Shinobi didn't even make the top 3. Close black lens bracket. Red Earth. Hitaki Kakashi. Excuse me, do you have little knowledge? Which village is this Liyue, Country of Waves? Close black lens bracket. Ching. The so-called Country of Waves is just a small island, isolated from the world, and the only way to go out is by boat. But as far as I know, this country is extremely poor and backward, and there is no ninja village. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Outside of the 5 major countries, there are actually other countries in the top 3. Moreover, it is really strange that it is a small island country. Close black lens bracket. Shimura Danzo. It can be seen that this so-called ranking is a joke. Close black lens bracket. Introduction begins. Close black lens bracket. Just when everyone was full of criticism towards Liyue, a reminder appeared. The sky changes again, so that everyone can learn more about the 3 ninja villages and make judgments for the subsequent voting. Let's start with a detailed introduction to the 3 shortlisted villages one by one. As soon as the scene turned, the first thing that came into view was the land of fire where Konoha is located. 003 High food prices, Konoha eats human blood steamed buns. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The first thing that comes into view is the endless fields. There are neat pieces of cultivated land, and the crops in the land are growing well. It can be seen that this year will be another bumper harvest. There are many countries in the ninja world, led by the 5 great countries of wind, thunder, water, fire and earth. The Kingdom of Wind is located in the southwest and has the largest land area, but most of it is desert, and the natural environment is extremely harsh. The Kingdom of Thunder is located in the northeastern peninsula, with towering mountains, and you can even hear the faint sound of thunder. It belongs to the Alpine zone. The Kingdom of Water is far away in the outer sea and is composed of large and small islands. The Kingdom of Earth is located in the northwest, and most of its territory is desolate rock walls. Only the Fire Country is located in the middle zone. It is not only a transportation fortress, but also has gentle hills all over the country, and a large number of fertile fields support abundant barns. Not only does it feed millions of people in the country, but it is also exported to other countries in large quantities. In fact, the other 4 major countries are not suitable for farming, and a large part of their food depends on imports from the Fire Country. It can be said that the Kingdom of Fire has blocked the jobs of the other 4 major countries. Fourth cage. Damn it. Although we, the Kingdom of Wind, have the vastest land, the cultivated land area is not even 1/10 of that of the Kingdom of Earth. Close black lens bracket. Fourth rakage. If our country of Thunder had so much cultivated land, no, only half of it would be needed, and the number of ninjas in our Cloud Shinobi village could be doubled. Close black lens bracket. Terumi May. It's fish and shrimp every day, I almost vomited after eating it. In the land of water, the price of food is much more expensive than seafood. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. I have to admit that from the establishment of Ninja Village to the present, the cultivated land of the Fire Country has always been the most envied thing by other countries. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the thousands of hectares of farmland in the sky, for a moment, represented by the shadow, other countries were filled with envy and jealousy. I wish I could seize all the lands of the country of fire. In fact, the Fire Nation was involved in the previous 3 ninja wars. A large part of the reason was that other countries coveted the Fire Nation's farmland. And obviously, the reason why Konoha can be selected into the top 3 wealth is that the greatest wealth is farmland. After all, in any world, food is the most important material. Third Hokage. Fertile fields are a gift from God, but the ability to grow grains that fill granaries depends on the hard work of the people of the Fire Country. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Mitokado Homura. Hokage is right, the wealth of our Fire Nation is created by the hardworking hands of the Fire Nation. Close black lens bracket. Compared to other countries, the Fire Country naturally feels good. However, in order to maintain the demeanor of a great nation, amidst the pride of many Fire Nation people, as a Hokage and advisor, I still have to say some high-sounding and beautiful words. Fourth rakage. Fart. Your wealth comes from sucking our blood. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. The grain you sold to us is 4 times higher than the normal price. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Moreover, they often use bad times as an excuse to temporarily increase prices. In the worst cases, the price can even reach 10 times the price. Close black lens bracket. Terumi May. Haha, 10 times. That is our normal price, and we have to bear the cost of moisture during shipping or even the loss of goods falling into the sea. Close black lens bracket. Unexpectedly, as soon as Hokage finished speaking, instead of receiving praise, he was immediately strongly denounced and condemned by other countries. Yes, cultivated land and food are the basis of survival. But precisely because it is a basic product, the price is often not high. Based on food alone, it can be ranked among the top 3 wealth in the ninja world. The main reason is the high price of food exported by the Fire Country. In this way, the Fire Nation is indeed rich, but other countries have to bear the huge burden brought by high food prices. Although it is a bit extreme to say that the Fire Country sucks the blood of other countries, it is indeed true. To put it bluntly, no matter which world you are in, how can you make money with a conscience? Faced with accusations and even abuse from various countries, Hokage and his advisors remained silent. Anyway, you still have to buy food, and if you want to buy it, it's at this price. Shimura Danzo. We in Konoha are just a ninja village. We cannot decide the price of food. Close black lens bracket. At this time, I just pretended not to see it, but Danzo wanted to explain. Fire Nation Daimyo. Danzo, what do you mean by this? Are you accusing me? Close black lens bracket. Daimyo, the country's top leader. Advertisement. As a military unit, the ninja village is just an army under the daimyo. Originally, he wanted to maintain Konoha's glorious image, but when he said these words, he undoubtedly offended his immediate superior. Since sending barrages requires a certain amount of willpower, it is too strenuous for daimyo who have always been pampered. Therefore, they have not spoken since the curtain opened. Because of this, Danzo ignored it for a moment, and then he started talking. But it was too late, there was no withdrawal function. Daming of the Fire Nation. Danzo, don't forget, when someone questions the price of food, it's the people who solve it. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Shimura Danzo. Close black lens bracket. Well, the offended daimyo confessed Danzo directly. Yes, how could such high food prices not trigger resistance? Whenever this happens, the one who handles it is naturally Konohagakure as a military force. In Konoha, the root organization established by Danzo in Anbu is responsible for various shady actions. It can be said that according to the instructions of the daimyo, most of those grain merchants or others who dared to resist died at the hands of Danzo. Fourth Raikage. Bastard. Sooner or later, we at Cloud Shinobi will have to settle these bloody accounts with Konoha. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. It really needs to be sorted out. Close black lens bracket. For a time, other countries became increasingly angry and unanimously targeted the country of fire. On Konoha's side, there were only a few pale explanations, which were quickly drowned in condemnation and abuse. Really, there is no way to defend the matter of the human blood buns. Interesting. In Iwagakure, the land of earth, looking at the excited barrage, Onoki, as a contemporary Tsuchikage, had a slight smile on his lips. Advertisement. Then he looked stern and said something to the assistant next to him. Send letters to Cloud Shinobi, Mist Shinobi, and Sand Shinobi. Even if the four nations cannot unite to besiege Konoha, we must take this opportunity to unite and suppress Konoha as much as possible. In addition to Rock Shinobi, in fact, other countries have also taken action. After all, no one is a fool. For a country, public opinion is an extremely important factor. How could they let go of such a good opportunity? Not good. Konoha Hokage's office, the third Hokage's face was gloomy. It was originally a good thing to be shortlisted, but I didn't expect that it would turn out like this. We can't affect the operation of the canopy. We can only start from other aspects now. Shikaku looked serious and said with a slight hesitation. First, when it is the turn of the other two countries to show off, try their best to find their crimes, trigger new conflicts, and divert attention. Second, make adjustments in terms of food prices to temporarily stabilize all parties, at least to tide over this period of public opinion. I have to say that Shikaku is indeed Hokage's think tank. In the first time, he gave extremely valuable suggestions. The third generation nodded, on the one hand contacting the daimyo, and on the other hand issuing a series of orders. In the ninja world, although all countries are led by their daimyo. However, as the leader of the ninja village, Kage has almost complete control of a country's military power, and his right to speak is no less than that of the daimyo, and has even reached the point where he can oust the daimyo. While all parties were commotion, the video in the canopy continued to play. 004 Warmonger. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The country of fire to which Konoha belongs, its wealth mainly comes from the land. In addition to cultivated land for growing food, there are also pastures for livestock, rich forest farms, etc. The next show will basically consist of these scenes. In this world with underdeveloped industries, it is understandable that the Fire Nation, as a major agricultural country, ranks among the top 3 in the wealth list. However, such unique land resources will inevitably arouse the jealousy of other countries. On the other hand, as a monopoly capital, various high-priced products of the Fire Country have once again triggered condemnation and abuse around the world. It wasn't until 10 minutes later that the presentation about Konoha ended. It's finally over. Although it only lasted for 10 minutes, for the top management of Konoha and even all the people of the Fire Nation, it was tantamount to a public execution and simply an ordeal. Cloud Shinobi. What will be shown next is the second-ranked Cloud Shinobi village in the Land of Thunder. Looking at the huge sky that stretched high in the sky, third Hokage hummed with deep eyes. No matter which world you are in, you can't make a fortune without losing your conscience. Cloud Shinobi is located on the Peninsula Plateau, and its land and resources are far inferior to those of Konoha, but it is still in the top 3. Where does their wealth come from? But we want to see what kind of unknown dark side is hidden behind the glory of Cloud Shinobi. In fact, not only Konoha, but other countries are also staring at the sky. There are not only interests involved but also hostile relations between countries. This kind of opportunity to unearth the dark side of another country and take advantage of it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How much does it know? Advertisement. Compared with other countries who are very excited, Cloud Shinobi's top management is worried. Fourth Raikage stood by the window, looking at the sky, his resolute brows knitted together. Open black lens bracket No 2, Thunder Country Cloud Shinobi Village close black lens bracket. Regardless of expectations or worries, no one speeded up or hesitated at all above the sky. The Konoha show ended, and as the title was played, Cloud Shinobi's show officially began. Civilian A. This is. Civilian B. Human. Close black lens bracket. However, what everyone expected was that at the beginning of the picture, it was not land, nor minerals and other resources, but people. Although it is often said that talent is the foundation of everything, can people themselves be counted as national wealth? Even if people can be summarized as wealth as the foundation of a country, isn't the country with the most population the fire country that has the most arable land and can feed more people? In fact, also among the 5 major countries, the Fire Nation has a population of 1 million, which is almost the number of the other 2 major countries combined. Civilian C. No, these are not ordinary villagers, they are the army. Close black lens bracket. Civilian D. Look at their skills, they are not ordinary troops, they are all ninjas. Close black lens bracket. Amid everyone's doubts, as the scene progresses, the mystery is gradually solved. With uniform clothing and equipment, this is clearly a fully armed army. Look again, you can see that they are strong, they can move around like the wind, they can walk through the mountains and jungles like walking on the ground, and they can even run on the water. This is not even an ordinary army, but is composed entirely of ninjas. Isn't this wrong? Seeing this, everyone was dumbfounded again. Isn't it a wealth competition? Why does Cloud Shinobi show ninjas? As a military force, shouldn't ninjas be on the military list? Civilian E. Why aren't they wearing Cloud Shinobi's forehead protector? Close black lens bracket. Civilian F. Who are they fighting? This doesn't seem to be the Kingdom of Thunder, and why do their opponents seem to be ordinary people? Close black lens bracket. Civilian G. Oh my god. This is our country, this was the rebellion 2 years ago and they were on the side of the rebels. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. The scene continues, followed by some brutal war scenes. Ninjas are killing machines, and fighting is normal. But the Cloud Shinobi ninja in the picture is obviously not fighting to defend the land of thunder. 4th cage. Mercenary. These Cloud Shinobi ninjas are acting as mercenaries. Close black lens bracket. Amidst the confusion, 4th cage's barrage revealed the truth of the matter. Cloud Shinobi ninjas acting as mercenaries. For a moment, the whole world was in an uproar. The so-called mercenaries, as the name suggests, are soldiers who are hired for money. Ninjas, although they also accept missions for money. But as a country's military force, their main responsibility is to protect their own country. At the same time, they adhere to the principle of not harming others and not interfering in the internal affairs of other countries. But mercenaries, they have no position, no matter what is good or evil, right or wrong, they have no bottom line, they only care about money. Therefore, mercenaries have always had a bad reputation. Especially those countries that have suffered from war and the people who have been harmed by war. Cloud Shinobi Village, who was originally a protector of the country, is now a mercenary, killing people from other countries for money. Nara Shikaku. Cloud Shinobi, who was on the side of justice just now, didn't expect to be so dirty behind his back. Close black lens bracket. 3rd Tsuchikage. If Konoha's high-priced food is eating human blood steamed buns, then Cloud Shinobi's mercenaries are the ones causing bleeding and pain. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. It's really unbelievable that Cloud Shinobi, who has always been aloof, would be so unscrupulous for money. Close black lens bracket. Public A. Boycott Cloud Shinobi mercenaries. Close black lens bracket. Publicist B. Cloud Shinobi wants to apologize to the world. Close black lens bracket. Publicant C. Not just an apology, but also compensation to those hurt by them. Close black lens bracket. In fact, there is almost no need for Konoha to instigate or divert, and the public sentiment is already excited. For a time, all kinds of denunciation and abuse were directed at Cloud Shinobi. Seeing this, the top management of Konoha breathed a sigh of relief, and the clouds on their faces finally dissipated. Advertisement. Hateful. Faced with the condemnation of the entire world, Cloud Shinobi's senior executives all had gloomy expressions. However, they fully learned from the previous experience of Konoha. At this time, they just pretended to be invisible and inaudible, and no one said a word. Although mercenaries are despised, they have been around for a long time. In fact, in the battles of various countries, in order to preserve their own strength or enhance their combat power, they have hired mercenaries. Mercenaries have long been a common part of war. Therefore, no matter how much other countries criticize, they cannot take any substantive measures against Cloud Shinobi. As long as their handle is not caught. Rakage frowned, hoping that the show would end here and not go any further. Publicist A. What is going on? Cloud Shinobi is trading with the rebels. Close black lens bracket. However, things often don't go as expected. The show continued, and the next scene showed Cloud Shinobi hiding his identity and appearing as a mercenary on the battlefield of another country. There are also a large number of secret trading scenes to provide weapons and medicines to the rebels and train rebel soldiers. After helping the rebels capture the town, share most of the looted property with them. Even in order to expand business, Cloud Shinobi took the initiative to support some people, set off rebellions in some small countries, or directly provoke wars between some small countries. Oh my god. Seeing this, everyone was completely dumbfounded. Cloud Shinobi are not just mercenaries, they also influence the war and are the initiators of the war. This is no longer a bottom-line issue, but a crime, a war criminal with serious crimes. 005 Liyue, what kind of existence? Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The Raikages of all generations have been warlike people, but it was unexpected that in order to expand their armaments, they actually launched a war fund. Konoha Hokage office, the third Hokage had a pleasant smile on his face. The high price of food in the country of fire will only increase the cost of living for people in other countries, making their lives more difficult. But at least they can still eat. From this point of view, the fire country, which grows a large amount of food, is quite kind to other countries. However, Cloud Shinobi provoked wars and acted as mercenaries, which not only interfered with the political power of other countries, but also seriously violated the agreements between countries. Moreover, it is an unforgivable sin to displace tens of thousands of civilians and suffer the harm of war. I am afraid of comparison in everything. Cloud Shinobi broke this big thunder. In a short time, no one should pay attention to the high price of food in the land of fire. Immediately write letters to Rock Shinobi, Mist Shinobi, and Sand Shinobi in my name to discuss how Cloud Shinobi should be punished for such evil acts. Not only that, Konoha will also take this opportunity to suppress Cloud Shinobi. Even if they can't unite with the other three powers to completely destroy Cloud Shinobi, their vitality will be severely damaged. After the Third Ninja War, Konoha was the strongest among the 5 hidden villages, followed closely by Cloud Shinobi. Especially in recent years, Cloud Shinobi has been expanding its army, posing a great threat to Konoha. But in recent years, the relationship between countries has been relatively stable. Even if Konoha wants to contain Cloud Shinobi, it can't find an excuse to take action directly. And now, here comes the excuse. In addition, contact the small countries that have been persecuted by Cloud Shinobi and tell them that if they want revenge, we in Konoha are willing to provide some support in order to uphold justice. Yes, when this ranking is over, I will draft the letter myself immediately. Shikaku nodded, his expression serious. Advertisement. In addition to Konoha, other countries have also taken action. Although they are all actions taken against Cloud Shinobi's war criminal behavior. However, because countries have different positions, their approaches are also different. For example, Sand Shinobi, instead of taking the opportunity to unite with other countries to suppress Cloud Shinobi, 4th Cage directly sent a letter to Raikage expressing its intention to cooperate. As a collective, the country has no distinction between good and evil. There is always only a relationship of interest. Public A. Murderer. Damn executioner. Close black lens bracket. Publicist B. Why don't you drop a meteorite and kill those bastards Cloud Shinobi? Close black lens bracket. Publicant C. After doing such a thing, if now what happened, if there is any sense of shame, the people of Cloud Shinobi should commit suicide. Close black lens bracket. HMPH. Without enough force, even if they stand on the moral high ground, what can they do? At this time, the barrage was full of curses against Cloud Shinobi. The dark side was completely revealed. Raikage snorted coldly, his expression extremely gloomy. Calling all the staff and senior officials together, insulting Cloud Shinobi will not do anything. What they need to discuss now is how to deal with the possible actions of other countries in the future. As a fighting sect, they relied on their strong strength. After some discussion, they found that the situation might not be as bad as expected. I thought being shortlisted was a good thing, not to mention the unbelievable rewards promised in the rules. If you reach the top of the list in front of the entire ninja world, it will also be a great opportunity to show your national prestige. In Iwagakure Tsuchikage's office, 3rd Tsuchikage Onoki's face showed a hint of ridicule. But who would have thought that instead of receiving praise, this so-called display would actually reveal the dark side of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, causing public outrage in the entire ninja world. Such a scene was like a public execution. From this point of view, it is a lucky thing that we, Rock Shinobi, are not on the list. Advertisement. Similar to Rock Shinobi, Sand Shinobi and Mist Shinobi are also happy not to be on the list. Otherwise, they will surely be publicly executed. After all, the accumulation of wealth is full of sin and blood. They are all 5 major countries, but their financial resources are not much different. However, their wealth also has its own dark side that is unknown to everyone. Thanks to Liyue, the country of waves. Sunagakure, the kingdom of wind, looked at the giant screen in the sky, 4th Cage Luasha, and breathed a sigh of relief. Although the wealth of the Kingdom of Wind is slightly inferior to that of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, it is definitely more than Mist Shinobi and Rock Shinobi. If not for Liyue who suddenly appeared, Sand Shinobi would have been among the top 3. Something unnecessary will be revealed. Speaking of which, it's thanks to Liyue this time, otherwise Rock Shinobi will definitely be on the list, and our secret will be exposed. This Liyue came out of nowhere, and she really saved our Mist Shinobi this time. Countries that feel good about themselves are not only happy but also confused for a while. 3 villages were shortlisted. Apart from Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, Liyue was the only one not from the 5 major countries. What was the background of Liyue? And by what means? In just a few years, he accumulated a huge wealth exceeding that of Mist Shinobi, Sand Shinobi, and Rock Shinobi. After the shortlist was announced, various countries immediately retrieved the files of the Country of Waves. As a country, there is very little information, only a few pages. In fact, as a small island, let alone the ninja village, there is not even a single ninja in the country, and there is absolutely nothing worth recording. As for the Country of Waves, a closed and backward place, the latest records are from a few years ago. Advertisement. Judging from the introduction to Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, no matter who is behind this canopy, at least in terms of intelligence, he has extremely outstanding abilities. Otherwise, the dark side that Konoha and Cloud Shinobi try so hard to hide would not be completely exposed. Based on this speculation, Liyue's ranking should also be accurate. That is to say, in just a few years, the Country of Waves has grown from a weak island to a super rich man whose wealth ranks among the top 3 in the ninja world. How can we not be curious about how they make money? After all, if a small island country can do it, there is no reason why the 5 major countries cannot. Hatake Kakashi. I really want to see what kind of existence this last Liyue of the Country of Waves is like. Close black lens bracket. Orochimaru. This unknown island, and what kind of dark side it hides, is really exciting to be able to accumulate such a huge wealth. Close black lens bracket. Kuretsuchi. I've seen enough of Cloud Shinobi's filth, let's move on to the next one. Close black lens bracket. While cursing Cloud Shinobi, everyone was full of curiosity about the last Liyue. For a time, various urging barrages were sent out continuously. However, the operation of the canopy will not change because of anyone. After nearly 20 minutes, Cloud Shinobi's wealth was completely displayed, before continuing. No one. Liyue, Country of Waves. As the title appears, the screen changes. A beautiful picture scroll slowly opened up in the huge sky. 006 The Beauty of Liyue. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. A city rises quietly among the proudly towering foothills and stone forests, the vast plains and vibrant river beaches, and the stretching coastline. Surrounded by mountains and seas. The scattered houses and thousands of households can no longer be simply called a village, but are like a vibrant port city. Terumi May. Is this the Country of Waves? Close black lens bracket. Regarding the display of Liyue, from far to near, from coarse to fine, the first is an overall bird's eye view. Looking at the vast island in the picture, everyone was stunned. Hatake Kakashi. Someone seemed to say before that the Land of Waves is a small island. In the picture, there are mountains, rivers, and water. Do you call this small? Close black lens bracket. Terumi May. This area, by visual inspection, exceeds the main island of the Kingdom of Water. Close black lens bracket. Ching. Regardless of intelligence records or my personal visit a few years ago, the Country of Waves is indeed just an inconspicuous island. But the picture on the screen was completely different from what I remembered. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Kakashi. Do you mean that we all made a mistake before, that the Country of Waves with the ninja village Liyue is not the Country of Waves that everyone knows? Close black lens bracket. Ching. I'm afraid the truth is not that simple. Although the situation on the island is very different, judging from the surrounding sea area, the location is not wrong. This is the Country of Waves. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Kakashi. Yes and no, things are getting more interesting. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. Do you still remember that at the beginning, one of the things to note about this list was that the village that topped the list could receive rewards, including land area? Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Do you mean that the Country of Waves in the picture at this time is the Country of Waves that has increased its land area because it has received rewards? Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage did not answer. In the office, looking at the scene played on the sky screen, his expression was particularly solemn. If Ching's words were correct, and the vast Country of Waves today was exactly the small island back then he couldn't think of any other explanation. After all, if it was just land reclamation, even if all the Earth-style ninjas from Iwagakure were used, it would take 10 years and still not reach the current scale. Advertisement. What's more, the island has towering mountains and abundant water, so the amount of work has increased several times. This kind of miracle is beyond the scope of ninja knowledge. Although Tsuchikage didn't reply, everyone already had the answer in their minds. For a moment, his expression was extremely serious. The two demonstrations just now revealed the unknown dark side of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, arousing huge public opinion, thus giving various countries an opportunity and excuse to take some actions. But that's all. If you want to make full use of these public opinions and finally achieve the goal of severely damaging a big country's ninja village, it requires too many and too complicated operations. It is simply impossible to say it is impossible. But, if the Kingdom of Waves really ever expands its territory, if the rewards in the previous rules can really be realized. So, this will completely change the structure of the ninja world. To give a simple example, the current Cloud Shinobi ranks second in overall strength after Konoha. If they top the ranking this time, they will receive national awards. At that time, the strength will skyrocket, surpassing Konoha in an instant, and even leaving other major hidden villages far behind. So, what measures will they take? According to Cloud Shinobi's radical character, there is a high probability that he will launch aggression against other countries, and by then, it may even directly lead to the outbreak of the Fourth Ninja War. A war that swept through the entire ninja world was enough to change the world. Thinking of this, the nerves of the heads of state and senior officials of various countries became tense instantly. Advertisement. One by one, they looked nervously at the sky, their eyes becoming more and more solemn. At this time, the scene in the sky was still continuing. After an overall bird's-eye view, the picture quickly zoomed in, finally settling on Liyue City itself. Haruno Sakura. What a beautiful place. Close black lens bracket. With red tiles and blue bricks, carved beams and painted buildings, and clean and wide brick and stone roads on both sides, there are buildings that are both practical and beautiful. It is different from the simple thatched houses and earth houses in small countries, and also different from the simple and rough wooden and stone buildings in the 5 major countries. These buildings are simply like works of art created by masters. Didera. Art. This is art. This is a perfect art that can almost be compared to explosions. Close black lens bracket. Scorpion. Art is eternity, and these buildings are undoubtedly the best proof. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Liyue is so beautiful. During my vacation this year, let's go there for a few days. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Yamanaka Ino. I really want to travel to Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Haruno Sakura. Such a beautiful place, I really want to go. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Naruto. Little Sakura. I'll go with you. Close black lens bracket. Suddenly, a large number of barrages poured out. His words all revealed his yearning for Liyue. Third Hokage. It is indeed a beautiful place. Could it be that relying on this beautiful scenery, the development of tourism has brought huge wealth? Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Although tourism can indeed bring a lot of profits, it is absolutely impossible to accumulate wealth that exceeds that of the Wind Country. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. Yes, it can be compared with Konoha's sky-high food prices and Cloud Shinobi's war wealth. How can it be just tourism? Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Compared with common people and girls who yearn for beauty, senior officials from various countries are equally surprised by the beautiful scenery of Liyue, but they are more concerned about the source of Liyue's huge wealth. And this answer has obviously not yet been truly revealed. Tiantian. What did I see? The long stalls on the street are all filled with jade. Close black lens bracket. The picture extends from one end of Liyue, along the street, to the other end. Both sides of the main street are lined with various shops. One of them, named Jia Kui Hang, is like a vegetable stall in a vegetable market. Simple stalls are placed on the street, and the products on them are not cabbage and potatoes, but all jade. In fact, in addition to knowing Kui Xing, there are many shops where all kinds of jade are displayed so casually. Tamari. To be precise, regardless of luster or texture, these are top-notch jade stones. Close black lens bracket. Haruno Sakura. Top quality jade, like cabbage on the street, my god. Open black lens bracket Yamanaka Ino, star Sai. The signboard of the store just now turned out to be the most popular jewelry brand in the past 2 years, Mingxiangjai. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Jewelry and jade. Close black lens bracket. Obviously, Liyue is a place with a lot of jade. Everyone couldn't help but wonder, could Liyue's huge wealth consist of these jewels and jade? However, a street is only as long as there are jade stalls on both sides. Can these jewels and jade alone compare to the wealth of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi? 007 Hyakuhodo, Mist Shinobi 7 Ninja Sword. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Continuing to move forward, when passing through Jade Street, as the screen changes, a new store comes into view. Fourth Raikage. Hyakubido. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Could it be that Hyakubedo? Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. It would be surprising if it was really that store. Close black lens bracket. Third Hokage. It seems everyone knows this shop. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Old guy, don't pretend to be confused, you Konoha must be using Hyakuhodo's ninja tools now. Close black lens bracket. Compared with the previous Jade Street, Bibingtang did not cause such a large-scale discussion. But the 5 cages and the Jonin in each village were all shocked when they saw Hyakuhodo. Uzumaki Naruto. Where is Hyakuhodo? Why does everyone care so much? Close black lens bracket. Yumi no Uruka. That is a shop that specializes in selling ninja tools. It is said that they are all high-end goods. I have only heard some rumors about it. Close black lens bracket. Guy. I have to say, the ninja tools sold there are really good. Close black lens bracket. Seeing how concerned the cage were, others couldn't help but become curious. Immediately afterwards, in the Jonin's explanations, others also roughly understood that the so-called Hyakubedo is a shop that specializes in selling ninja tools. Haruno Sakura. It turns out to be just a ninja shop. Are you so surprised? In my opinion, Mingxiangjai's jewelry is more beautiful. Well, I really want the latest New Year bracelet released by Mingxiangjai. Close black lens bracket. Yamanaka Ino. The information on big foreheads is too lagging behind. The latest model is the midsummer set launched 3 days ago. Close black lens bracket. Tiantian. I also like the jewelry of Mingxiangjai, but I have to say that in comparison, Bibingtang is much more powerful. Due to the sudden rise of Hyakubedo, our store has had to stop cooperating with Takumi Ninja Village in the past 2 years and switch to selling Hyakubedo ninja tools. Close black lens bracket. Inazuka Kiba. Hyakubedo actually replaced Takunin Village, how is this possible? Close black lens bracket. The Craftsman Ninja Village was founded by the famous ninja craftsman Kingming, who was extremely good at making and using various ninja tools. Ninja tools from various countries are almost all forged by the Craftsman Ninja Village. According to Tiantian, the 100 Soldiers Hall has gradually replaced the Craftsman Ninja Village. Even people who don't know the 100 Soldiers Hall can't help but be surprised. It's just a shop, but it's comparable to a small ninja village. And while everyone was talking and exclaiming, the scene suddenly stopped. Instead of continuing to move forward like before, the camera continued to zoom in and went directly into the store. Publicist A. So big. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary shop. But I didn't expect that there is a universe inside, and the area is astonishingly large. There are rows of bright containers and rows of neat shelves filled with various ninja tools. Different from ordinary ninja shops, if you want any product, the owner will pick it up. All the ninja tools here are placed everywhere for customers to try and choose on their own. After finishing your selection, go to the exit to check out together. Publicist B. This business model is really novel. Maybe it can be used as a reference for my grocery store. But, how to prevent theft? Close black lens bracket. At this time, some people in the store were buying ninja tools, and the screen continued to advance into the store with the first sight of the customers. Hitaki Kakashi. As expected of being produced by Hyakuhodo, these most common kunai surpass those produced by the masters of Takunin Village in all aspects. Close black lens bracket. Haruno Sakura. Kakashi Sensei, is this an exaggeration? Produced by the masters of the Craftsman Ninja Village, it is a hard to find collectible. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Naruto. That's right. Little Sakura is right. Close black lens bracket. Guy. Have you ever used Hyakuhodo's kunai? Not only is it stronger and sharper, but its weight can be accurate to a few tenths of a gram. When you hold it in your hand, it feels like youth. Close black lens bracket. Although many jonin have high praise for Hyakuhodo, for ordinary ninjas, they still don't have much feeling. After all, in their opinion, no matter how well they are made, these are just ordinary kunai and shurikens. Amidst the doubts and confusion, the picture advances to the second floor from the perspective of the customer. The entire 100 Soldiers Hall turned out not to be on the first floor. Shaoli. Boutique area. Close black lens bracket. Everyone was startled again when they saw the sign on the stairs. Could it be that the well-made ninja tools on the first floor that are highly praised by countless jonin are just ordinary goods? If so, what about the fine products? Is the kunai sharper, or can the weight be accurate to 3 or 4 decimal places? Changjuro. This is it. Close black lens bracket. Ching. This is absolutely impossible. Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Kakashi. No, this is too big a deal. Close black lens bracket. Asuma. Haha, things are getting more interesting. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Soon, the scene moved to the second floor, and when they saw the products displayed there, the expressions of countless people suddenly changed. Compared to the first floor, there are much fewer products on the second floor. After all, it is a high-quality product. The first thing that caught his eye were some ninja swords. Or to be precise, a set of ninja swords. There are 7 in total, each one is a big knife. But the forms vary, some are shaped like a guillotine, some are like a long needle, some are wrapped in layers of bandages, and some are covered with talismans. Yumi no Uruka. Could it be that this is Kurigaku's 7 ninja sword? Close black lens bracket. Ebisu. Oh my god. It turned out to be the 7 ninja sword. Close black lens bracket. Recognizing these ninja swords, the live broadcast room once again exclaimed. The so-called 7 ninja swords are the 7 swords unique to Kurigakure. Each one has amazing abilities, such as the decapitating sword, which can suck the iron from the enemy's blood to repair itself. For example, the Samahata sword can absorb the opponent's chakra. There are also explosive blades and spray that perfectly combine with explosions, and thunder blades and fangs that can drive thunder and lightning. The unique abilities of the 7 ninja swords, combined with the 7 elite Chūnin, are Kurigakure's 7 ninja swordsmen. As the elite among the elite, Mizukage directly reports to him and specializes in performing various difficult tasks. It is said that 7 people working together can conquer a small country overnight. How could such a prestigious 7 ninja sword not be shocking when it appeared in a ninja tool shop on the streets of Liyue? Changjuro. Fake. This is absolutely not true. Although some ninja swords have indeed escaped from Mist Shinobi. But I still have the double sword and flounder in my hand, these are all fakes. Close black lens bracket. Guy. Is it a replica? That makes sense. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Kakashi. After all, it is Mist Shinobi's 7 ninja swords, so how can it be completely collected by other countries? Close black lens bracket. Haruno Sakura. It turned out to be a replica, which scared me to death. Close black lens bracket. Although many people don't know about the 7 ninja sword, there is also a sense of unknown power from the Jonin's words. At this time, they heard that they were all imitations, and everyone who had been nervous just now breathed a sigh of relief. Boom. But at this moment, there was a sudden loud noise. I saw a customer casually picking up the thunder sword fang in the 7 ninja sword. The next moment, a ball of thunder shot out from the tip of the knife. Hitting the target more than 10 meters away, the lightning flashed and instantly shattered it to pieces. Not bad. Advertisement. The customer nodded slightly, then picked up several other ninja swords and tried them out in the trial area. The explosion of the blasting knife and droplets, the thread of the long knife and stitches, and even the living monster transformed by the broadsword Samahata, all succeeded one by one. Seeing this scene, millions of people in the ninja world were collectively dumbfounded. Especially everyone in Mist Shinobi was stunned on the spot. Gui Deng Shui Yu. Bastard. This is actually true. Close black lens bracket. Guy. The real 7 ninja sword. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Unbelievable. Close black lens bracket. Changjuro. Impossible, impossible. The twin swords and the 2 swords are still in my hands, this is impossible. Then he came back to his senses, and the entire ninja world was shocked. The 7 ninja swords that Mist Shinobi is proud of have been collected by other countries. Moreover, it is a small country that I have never heard of. This kind of breaking news is as shocking as the fact that Konoha's unique blood inherited by Akugan has become the standard equipment of the clown in the Smoke Ninja Village. Terumi Mei. First of all, to clarify, these are indeed imitations. Although some of the 7 ninja swords have been lost, we at Mist Shinobi have the exact whereabouts. However, we have to admit that these imitations, regardless of their appearance or capabilities, have indeed reached the point where they look like the real ones. Close black lens bracket. Guy. Imitation. But can an imitation that is the same as the real thing still be called an imitation? Close black lens bracket. Hatake Kakashi. Copying ninja tools, interesting. Close black lens bracket. Baogui. Being able to imitate the Mist Shinobi 7 ninja swords is truly amazing. No wonder it can steal most of the business of our craftsman ninja village. Close black lens bracket. Tiantian. Since it is a replica, does that mean there can be more than one set? Oh my god. Close black lens bracket. It turned out to be a fake. This news once again surprised everyone. Just when Mist Shinobi was glad that the genuine product had not been collected by others, Tiantian's words were like an enlightenment, instantly making everyone stunned on the spot. Compared to the real thing, the imitation is scarier. Since you can imitate one set, you can imitate 10 sets, hundreds of sets, or even tens of millions of sets. If this is the case, doesn't it mean that the 7 ninja swords that Mist Shinobi is proud of will become as popular as kunai and become a bad thing on the street? Just imagine what the scene will be like if every ninja has a 7 ninja sword. If such a powerful ninja tool became popular, it would be enough to overturn the structure of the ninja world. Thinking of this, not only Mist Shinobi, but also the top executives of the other 4 major countries suddenly became solemn. Percent 008 The ninja tool that subverted the structure of the ninja world. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The pattern of the ninja world is determined by the strength of the ninja villages in each country. The ninjas in Ninja Village, except for the only shadow, are divided into Genin, Chūnin, and Jonin. Genin performs various low difficulty and tedious tasks. Although they are weak, they have the largest number and are the foundation of the ninja village. The number of Chūnin has been greatly reduced. They perform mid-level tasks and are considered the backbone. As for Jonin, there are only a handful of people who specialize in performing various difficult tasks, and they are among the top combat forces in the ninja village. Ninjas have distinct levels, which together determine the overall strength of the ninja village. But, if ninja tools like the 7 ninja sword become popular, any genin will be able to wield a powerful explosive sword, or a samahata that can absorb people's chakra. Its combat power is already comparable to that of Chūnin. In other words, the strength gap between ninja levels will be broken. By then, the number of Chūnin and Jonin will have a reduced impact on the overall strength of the ninja village. Correspondingly, the total number of ninjas and the number of 7 ninja swords held will greatly increase the impact. What ultimately resulted was that the strength of each village was directly linked to the number of ninjas and ninja swords. As a result, the structure of the ninja world will naturally change drastically. Contact Hyakubedo immediately. We must find out whether they can mass-produce the 7 ninja swords. In the Hokage office, Sarutobi Hiruzen looked serious and ordered quickly. Besides, how many 7 ninja swords do they have now? We in Konoha want them all. Even if the price is several times or 10 times higher, we must get all these ninja swords. Yes, I'll do it immediately. Shikaku took the order and hurried out of Hokage's office. This time, he couldn't wait until the end of the rankings to execute. Because other ninja villages must have made the same decision at this time. Once it is preempted by other villages, it will be a huge threat to Konoha. Advertisement. This matter cannot be delayed. And in fact, it is the same. Regardless of whether it was the other 4 major ninja villages or small villages, they all sent people to get in touch with Hyakubidang as soon as possible. No expense was spared to acquire the 7 ninja swords. While all parties were active because of the 7 ninja swords, the display about Liyue continued. Still in the Bibingtang store, the screen continues to advance inside. Hitaki Kakashi. That knife. Could it be? Guy. That's right, the 1,000 blades of the demon sword. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that cracked pattern. Close black lens bracket. How could there be only 7 ninja swords on the entire second floor? In addition, there are other ninja tools. There are many ninja tools that even the well-informed Jonin don't know their uses. However, since it can be classified as a high-quality product and placed on the second floor together with the 7 ninja sword, I am afraid that its power is not inferior to that of the 7 ninja sword. Soon, a knife appeared, instantly verifying everyone's suspicions. It looks like an ordinary long knife, but the blade is full of cracks and looks like a knife that is about to break. Haruno Sakura. The demonic sword 1,000 blades, could it be the demonic sword used by that grass nin rebellious ninja? Close black lens bracket. Just when everyone was wondering why a broken knife could be placed on the second floor, everyone looked horrified when they saw the barrage sent by Kakashi and the others. A year ago, a rebellious ninja from the grass ninja village killed many Jonin from various countries one after another, and his murderous reputation instantly spread throughout the entire ninja world. The grass ninja village is just a small village, there are no powerful ninjutsu, and the rebel ninja is just a Chūnin. In fact, a year ago, he was still unknown. The reason why his strength suddenly increased so much that he could even kill many Jonin was because he got a sword, a magic sword that was possessed by an evil spirit and could transform into thousands of sharp blades. Later, the rebellious nin actually provoked Cloud Shinobi, and was eventually killed by Cloud Shinobi, and the demon sword 1,000 blades fell into the hands of Cloud Shinobi. However, the origin of the 1,000 blades of demonic sword remains a mystery. Advertisement. I never expected that I would see this magic sword in Liyue's ninja shop. Tamari. That devil's sword also comes from Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Samyi. The 1,000 blades of the magic sword are not just one. This is really terrible news. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Neji. 7 ninja swords, 1,000 blades of demonic swords, Liyue 100 Soldiers Hall, a frightening place. Close black lens bracket. It seems that we have been too hasty. Seeing this scene, Sarutobi Hiruzen's face became more and more gloomy. Just now, they were worried that the popularity of the 7 ninja swords would change the structure of the ninja world. Now I know that Liyue 100 Soldiers Hall does not only have the 7 ninja swords in its hands. Obviously, the demon sword 1,000 blades can also be copied. If they appear in large quantities, they will have the same ability to change the structure of the ninja world just like the 7 ninja swords. But the question now is, how many ninja tools like this are there in Liyue 100 Soldiers Hall? Even the 5 major countries, even the richest Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, have enough financial resources to acquire all these ninja tools. To take a step back, even if they acquire them all, the Hyakuho Hall can still make new demon sword Sengen, new 7 ninja swords, and even other brand new ninja tools with the same power. Liyue. Thinking of this, Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes suddenly turned cold. At this time, Hyakuhodo is no longer just a ninja tool shop, but has become a presence that shakes up the entire ninja world. Many people are already thinking about how to capture Liyue. Thus, these ninja tools, as well as the manufacturing methods, are in your hands. Especially the 5 major countries, if they can master these ninja tools, even if they cannot unify the ninja world, they will at least become the sole overlord. Uzumaki Naruto. Upstairs. He went upstairs again. Close black lens bracket. Shaoli. VIP area. Close black lens bracket. While the top officials of various countries were plotting and planning, the scene wandered around the second floor and then went straight to the third floor. Just like the second floor, there is also a sign. Advertisement. Everyone was startled again when they saw this sign. Only VIP members can go up to the third floor. Could it be said that the products here are even higher than those on the second floor? Haruno Sakura. Oh my god, no way. Close black lens bracket. Tiantian. I can't imagine. Close black lens bracket. Thinking of this, countless people covered their mouths in surprise. And amidst everyone's anxiety, the scene unfolded on the third floor. Surprisingly, compared to the second floor, the third floor, which is a higher level, has not less products, but more products. Some products are extremely huge in size, like puppets, but they are not made of wood, but made of metal. In addition to these giant steel golems, there are also some small things that are completely unknown to most people, including the well-informed Jonin. Terumi Mei. It is indeed these things. Close black lens bracket. Just when everyone was confused, Terumi Mei, who was not a Mizukage but was already a Mizukage, suddenly spoke up. Fourth Reikage. Shut up. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Be careful. Close black lens bracket. But then, they were stopped by the other two Cage, as if they were afraid that Terumi Mei would reveal some secrets. Seeing this, everyone couldn't help but become more and more confused. What exactly were the products displayed on the third floor? Why did the movie makers get so nervous? Terumi Mei. Haha, I was just testing casually, and sure enough, you also ordered scientific ninja tools with Hyakuhodo. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. That's all. Close black lens bracket. Damn Hyakuhodo. In the Hokage office, watching the barrage of the other four cages, the faces of all Konoha senior officials were particularly gloomy. Danzo clenched his fists and revealed murderous intent in his eyes. 009 shocked the world. Scientific ninja tool. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. If we say that ninja tools such as the 7 ninja sword and the demonic sword Thousand Blades, compared to ordinary ninja tools, are like Gatling compared to pistols, they can determine the outcome of a local battlefield. That scientific ninja tool is the artillery. It can even directly determine the direction of a war. In fact, all the 5 hidden villages secretly purchased scientific ninja tools from Hyakuhodo. It's just that these ninja tools are so powerful that the 5 hidden villages have chosen to temporarily seal them up as a hidden trump card. I thought it was just a high-end product that I dealt with them separately. Unexpectedly, after the ranking was exposed this time, on the third floor of Liyue Bibing Hall, you could purchase at will. And the number is far beyond the expectations of the 5 hidden villages. Pen. It's just some scientific ninja tools, but it makes the 5 shadows who are above me keep it secret. Close black lens bracket. Just as Wying was scolding Bibingtang in his heart and hiding with them, a barrage suddenly appeared. Seeing this barrage, all 5 shadows became nervous. Who is this man named Pen? He actually knows about the existence of scientific ninja tools. The crux of the problem is that the 5 hidden villages all treat scientific ninja tools as their trump cards and hide them secretly. They don't want to be exposed to the world until the critical moment. After all, even if the other 4 major countries already have scientific ninja tools, this is expected and inevitable. However, this scope must be controlled within the 5 major countries, and scientific ninja tools must not spread outwards. The 5 major countries obviously have this kind of tacit understanding with each other. But this Payne is not from the 5 major countries. It would be terrible if the scientific ninja tool was exposed. Mifune. May I ask what a scientific ninja tool is? Close black lens bracket. Chief of Grass Ninja Village. We also want to know. Close black lens bracket. Orochimaru. Chief, please tell me in detail, I'm also very curious. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. The harder the 5 major countries try to cover up, the more other small countries or forces want to find out. In fact, even without the uncharacteristic behavior of the 5 cage, the mere fact that these ninja tools are placed on the third floor, and the specifications are still higher than the 7 ninja swords, is enough to illustrate their value. Payne. Scientific ninja tools, the new type of ninja tools developed by Hyakuhodo, as far as I know, can be roughly divided into 3 categories for the time being. Close black lens bracket. Payne. One is the ninjutsu storage device, which can store other people's ninjutsu through small scrolls and then release it through ninja tools. It's the little thing in the picture that can be worn on your wrist. Close black lens bracket. Hataki Kakashi. Copy other people's ninjutsu, can you use it directly without any requirements? Close black lens bracket. Payne. Only a small amount of chakra is needed to activate the ninja tool. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Hataki Kakashi. Close black lens bracket. After receiving an affirmative answer, Kakashi fell silent for a moment. As an elite Jonin of Konoha, Kakashi is known throughout the ninja world as a copy ninja. It is because of his Sharingan that he can copy other people's ninjutsu. However, Sharingan's bloodline limit is extremely rare. With the annihilation of the Uchiha clan, there are only a few people with such eyes. But now, you only need to equip this simple scientific ninja tool to achieve the effect of copying other people's ninjutsu. Doesn't this mean that everyone is a copy ninja? Uzumaki Naruto. That's a lie. With this scientific ninja tool, can I be as strong as Mr. Kakashi? Close black lens bracket. Nara Shikamaru. What a foul thing. Close black lens bracket. For a moment, the entire ninja world was shaken. If the 7 ninja swords and the demon sword 1000 blades are like small local earthquakes, the scientific ninja tools are like landslides. Kuretsuchi. Old man, is what Payne said true? I really want a scientific ninja toy to play with. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. Shut up. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. Payne, no matter who you are and what your purpose is. I am now issuing a warning to you as Tsuchikage to stop leaking information about scientific ninja tools immediately. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Cloud Shinobi also makes an announcement here. All discussions about scientific ninja tools are prohibited. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Sand Shinobi 2. Close black lens bracket. Third Hokage. Same as Konoha. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Terumi Mei. Mist Shinobi same as above. Close black lens bracket. Immediately afterwards, the 5 hidden villages came forward one after another and directly used force to coerce others, hoping to prevent further leakage of scientific ninja tool information. For a moment, everyone looked at each other in shock. The 5 shadows actually appeared at the same time, and their attitude was so arrogant and tough, just to prevent the information about the scientific ninja tools from leaking. What kind of existence is this scientific ninja tool? If it were someone else, facing the joint warning of the 5 shadows, they would definitely become fearful. But unfortunately, who is Payne? He didn't take the 5 shadows and the 5 great countries seriously at all. Payne. The second one is the various giant steel puppets represented by one-eyed little treasure. Compared with ordinary puppets, this kind of steel behemoth is not only stronger and more lethal, but also does not require the manipulation of a puppet master and can be controlled by itself. Enemy attack. Close black lens bracket. Konkuro. No puppet master required. How can this be? If this is the case, doesn't it mean that as long as they have this kind of ninja tool, everyone can be a puppet master? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Konkuro. Shut up. Didn't you see my order? No more discussion of scientific tools. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Konkuro. Close black lens bracket. Although his heart was filled with shock and confusion, Konkuro could only shut up when faced with an order from the Cage, also from his father. Chio. Not only can everyone become a puppet master, but everyone can even use an S-class Juji. All they need is a one-eyed treasure like Juji. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Granny Chio. Close black lens bracket. Chio. Sorry, I am old and my reaction was slow, so I accidentally sent it. Close black lens bracket. Scorpion. Old woman, it's not just that. As long as there are enough one-eyed treasures, theoretically, you can perform hundreds of maneuvers, or even 1,000 maneuvers. Close black lens bracket. Chio. 100 machines, 1,000 machines. This is a powerful ninjutsu that is enough to conquer a country. It is a scientific ninja tool and a one-eyed treasure. It is really terrifying. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Close black lens bracket. What should be said and should not be said, this has been said. For the senior Sand Shinobi, Luo Sha is completely speechless. Publicist A. Oh my god. One person can conquer a country. As long as you have scientific ninja tools. Close black lens bracket. Publicist B. This is too scary. As long as we have this kind of scientific ninja tool, what else do we need ninjas for? Close black lens bracket. Although the 5 Cage can restrict the people of the 5 major ninja villages, ordinary people, as well as ninjas from other villages, do not obey their orders. Advertisement. For a time, everyone was discussing intensely. The whole world is shocked by the terror of the one-eyed baby. Nara Shikaku. Everyone, how can things be so simple? The one-eyed treasure is indeed very powerful, but it is also extremely expensive. Not to mention hundreds of machines, thousands of machines, even 10 machines are not affordable by ordinary forces. Close black lens bracket. After a moment, Shikaku said something. At this time, it is no longer possible to suppress the discussion of scientific ninja tools. In this case, we can only try our best to appease and reduce the impact on the 5 hidden villages. Uzumaki Naruto. That's right. What scientific ninja tool? How could it be possible to replace ninja? Close black lens bracket. Konkuro. Even the most basic puppet requires a lot of money and nearly a year to successfully create. How could such a one-eyed treasure be produced in large quantities in a short period of time? Close black lens bracket. After listening to Shikaku's words, everyone's excitement calmed down a little. But in my heart, I was still full of shock about the scientific ninja tool. Payne. The third is bioengineering, such as various prostheses and eyes. In addition to having the functions of normal organs, as a ninja tool, it also has various unique abilities. For example, a prosthetic eye that can absorb chakra. Close black lens bracket. Popular C. Prosthetic limbs with powerful abilities. Close black lens bracket. Public D. Oh my god. Does that mean that with these biological scientific ninja tools, everyone can become a being as powerful as a ninja? Close black lens bracket. Kusa Ninja A. The prosthetic eye that can absorb chakra. This type of ninja tool is comparable to Konoha's Sharingan and Byakugan, or even worse. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hiyashi. What nonsense. How can a mere ninja tool be compared to the Byakugan of the Hyuga clan? Close black lens bracket. For a time, the entire ninja world was once again in turmoil. Hateful. In the Hokage office, looking at the extremely heated barrage, the faces of third generation and others were particularly gloomy. This Payne actually leaked all the information about scientific ninja tools to the whole world so easily. The power of scientific ninja tools is bound to drive everyone crazy. It can be predicted from this that it is almost impossible to control scientific ninja tools within the scope of the 5 major countries. 010 made in Liyue all over the ninja world, with terrifying penetrating power. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Since you can no longer control it, minimize the impact on yourself. What all major countries can do now is to buy as many high-quality ninja tools and scientific ninja tools as possible. In fact, since just now, the top leaders of the major countries have been trying their best to contact Bibingtang. Liyue. Originally, I thought that Hyakuhodo was just a ninja tool shop. Although it had powerful ninja tools, it did not pose a direct threat to the 5 major countries. It wasn't until this ranking was exposed that I realized that Bibingtang actually belonged to a ninja village called Liyue. In this case, the situation is completely different. Competition between ninja villages is inevitable, and there may even be a war. With such a powerful ninja tool, Liyue has undoubtedly become a major threat to the 5 major countries. Madness. However, it is just a threat. No matter Konoha, Cloud Shinobi, or the weaker Sand Shinobi, they have not yet regarded Liyue as an opponent of the same level. Just because they actually sold scientific ninja tools, a strategic weapon, to other ninja villages, this stupid approach is enough to illustrate their short-sightedness and stupidity. What is there to fear from such an opponent? Moreover, no matter how powerful the ninja tool is, it still needs a ninja to control it. After all, Liyue has only been developing for a few years. It has powerful ninja tools but not enough ninjas. We must not give them any more time to develop. Thinking of this, the faces of the top leaders of the 5 major countries turned gloomy. Xiao Li. It's out. Close black lens bracket. Tiantian. Finally came out of Bibingtang. Close black lens bracket. Although it only lasted a few minutes, the content displayed shocked the world more than it had in the past few decades. Advertisement. Fortunately, the scene finally left the 100 Soldiers Hall, and everyone could not help but let out a sigh of relief. They were really scared. The screen turned and the 4th floor appeared again. If there is a ninja tool that is more powerful than the scientific ninja tool, I really don't know if they have such a strong heart endurance. The next scene is still the same as before, continuing along the streets of Liyue. Open black lens bracket Haruno Sakura. So beautiful. I really want to go. Close black lens bracket. Yamanaka Ino. I don't know when I will have the opportunity to travel to Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Old man, give me a day off, I'm going to Liyue now. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the poetic scenery in the picture, everyone temporarily forgot about the shock brought by Bibingtang's ninja tools, and once again immersed themselves in the beautiful scenery of Liyue. For a moment, I was filled with fascination again. Open black lens bracket Akamichi Choji, Manmindo. I saw the signboard of Wan Min Tang. Close black lens bracket. Yamanaka Ino. Manmindo, what is that place? Close black lens bracket. Nara Shikamaru. Some of the snacks Choji often eats seem to be the Manmindo brand. Close black lens bracket. As the camera advances, a shop once again comes into view. Or to be more precise, a restaurant. The semi-open kitchen allows you to clearly see the chef handling ingredients and cooking from the outside. Accompanied by the red fire, delicious dishes were soon prepared. Akamichi Choji. Ah, I want to go to Liyue. I can't stop drooling. Close black lens bracket. Although it is just a picture, you can neither smell nor taste it, but just by looking at the shapes and colors, you can imagine how delicious, tender and mouth-watering the dishes are. Asuma. If I remember correctly, the marching rations that the Konoha shinobi are currently equipped with are basically Manmindo brand. Close black lens bracket. Samui. We Cloud Shinobi also use Manmindo marching rations. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Mist Shinobi same as above. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Open black lens bracket Lois. Rock Shinobi is also Manmindo. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket 4th Cage. Sand Shinobi 2. Close black lens bracket. Comma. First came the 5 major nations, and then some other small ninja villages. Only then did everyone realize that the entire ninja world's marching rations had been almost taken over by Manmindo. In fact, Wanmintang's marching rations are not only more convenient to carry, but also delicious, and provide more comprehensive energy and nutrition. Akamaiki Choza. Not only marching rations, many restaurants are now using Manmindo's prepared dishes. The store is full of snacks from Wanmintang, and even some condiments are from Wanmintang. There is no other way, the food at Wanmintang is so delicious. Close black lens bracket. Ichiraku. Although it is a shame for the chef, I have to admit that the ramen becomes more delicious with the addition of Manmindo seasoning. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Naruto. Ah, Uncle Ichiraku, it turns out your ramen has something added. No wonder it tastes even better recently than before. Close black lens bracket. Third Hokage. It's just a small restaurant, but it has already dominated the taste buds of the entire ninja world. It's really scary to think about it. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. It seems we were too careless. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. From today on, we must boycott Manmindang's food. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. But it's really delicious, especially Manmindo's slimming hot pot. Not only is it delicious, it's not fat at all. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Shut up. If you are not afraid of being poisoned, just keep eating. Close black lens bracket. Compared to the ninja tools of Hyakuhodo, the food of Manmindo has no actual lethality. But with this ubiquitous penetration, even the shadows couldn't help but feel a creepy feeling. Imagine that everything you eat comes from the enemy. How terrifying this is. Open black lens bracket Nara Shikaku, Bubulu. The signboard just now was Bubu Lu. Close black lens bracket. Just as the 5 shadows were thinking about how to eliminate Wanmintang from their country, as the scene turned, a new store appeared in the world's sight. This time, it was a medical clinic called Bubu Lu. What a strange name. But when they saw this name, the expressions of countless people changed drastically, especially the 5 shadows, whose expressions were even more wonderful. Bubulu produces the best medicine in the entire ninja world. In addition to medicines to treat various daily diseases, there are also medicines for injuries, and even magic pills that can restore chakra and increase strength in a short period of time. Advertisement. Just like the delicacies of Wanmintang, Fubulu's medicine has been spread to every corner of the ninja world. I originally thought that this was just a company that develops drugs. I never expected that behind this, there really was a medical clinic. And this medical clinic is also in Liyue. This is bad. Although the food at Manmintang is delicious, you won't starve to death if you don't eat it. Bubulu's medicines are different, especially some wound medicines and medicines that increase chakra. If you don't use it, other ninjas in the ninja village will use it, and you will probably pay the price with your life on the battlefield. You don't have to eat delicious food, but you can't stop taking medicine. Even if the 5 shadows ordered that the delicacies of Wanmintang be removed from the 5 great countries, there was nothing they could do about Bubulu's medicine. Damn Liyue. When he was annoyed, Wang's face became more and more ugly. They never expected that the sudden appearance of a small village in Liyue would have such a profound impact on them. Kakuzu. That's the signboard of Oriental Bank. However, unlike other villages, what's the explanation for the 2 extra small words, head office, at the back? Close black lens bracket. The scene continued to advance, and shops passed by one after another. Some were little known, while others, like Manmindo and Bubulu, had long been spread throughout the ninja world. Finally, when a bank came into view, everyone discovered the difference again. Chūnin. Head office. Oriental Bank, which has branches in various countries and villages, has its head office in Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Nara Shikaku. This is really bad. Seeing the word, head office, clearly on the signboard, countless people frowned and their expressions became extremely ugly. 011 Oriental Bank controls the lifeline of the economy. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Oriental Bank, about 2 years ago, appeared in this world like a bamboo sprouting from the ground without anyone noticing. Depositing money in the bank is not only safer and prevents theft, but also earns regular interest. If you are short of money, you can also borrow money from the bank, as long as you pay a certain amount of interest on time. Is there such a good thing in the world? From initial suspicion to gradual belief, people deposited their extra money in the Eastern Bank. In fact, before the Bank of the East, there were also some banks in the ninja world. But the scale is small and the interest rates are pitifully low in all aspects. You even have to pay them storage fees when you save money. When the Oriental Bank appeared, it wiped out these small banks with overwhelming force. Then in less than a year, Oriental Bank sprung up like mushrooms after a spring rain and quickly spread to every corner of the ninja world. When people realize this, Oriental Bank has become an indispensable part of life. Naturally, no one has explored the origin of Oriental Bank. Or, someone once went to investigate, but found nothing, and finally left nothing to be done. Fourth case cage. The head office, that is to say, the one behind Oriental Bank is also Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Everyone never expected to see the head office of Oriental Bank in the display screen in Liyue. Uzumaki Naruto. My money is also in Oriental Bank. I understand, the reason why Liyue is ranked in the top 3 is because they have Oriental Bank. Close black lens bracket. Haruno Sakura. Isn't that right? The money stored in the bank is obviously our money, can it be counted as Liyue's wealth? Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Naruto. This is going to be difficult. At this time, while the people were still debating whether the deposits in the Oriental Bank could be counted as Liyue's wealth, the top leaders of the 5 major countries frowned. Advertisement. Although Liyue is not regarded as a being of the same level, the strength she has shown has already become a major threat to the 5 major countries. The 5 major countries are already considering how to capture Liyue and seize wealth such as ninja tools. But now, when it is learned that Oriental Bank also belongs to Liyue, things instantly become difficult to handle. In just over 2 years, Oriental Bank has integrated into everyone's lives. Not only genin like Naruto, but also Jonin, and even high-ranking national officials such as Kage, have become accustomed to depositing money in the Eastern Bank. In other words, everyone's money is now in Liyue's hands. Once the invasion of Liyue is launched, it is basically a dream to take out the money. In this case, how can we still fight this battle? As a film actor, you can give up your savings in Oriental Bank for the sake of the village and be honest. But what about the average ninja down there? It is impossible for everyone to have such a high level of consciousness. Even if, as a shadow, he forcibly ordered the attack on Liyue, the people below have no fighting spirit and this battle cannot be fought. Hateful. Thinking of this, all the senior executives had a headache. Unexpectedly, Liyue would actually play a rat-throwing weapon with them. Shameless young man. Liyue sold scientific ninja tools to the 5 major countries, even though she thought they were stupid before. Now it seems that there is still some cleverness. If we capture Liyue, the resources we rob will be enough to make up for the loss of our deposits in Oriental Bank, just the manufacturing methods of scientific ninja tools. Cloud Shinobi Village. Raikage's face is as sinking as water. He has a fiery temper and never accepts any threats. Moreover, both Liyue's resources and threats have been regarded as a thorn in Raikage's side and must be removed. Therefore, he was already considering how much loss Cloud Shinobi would suffer if Liyue was taken by force. Advertisement. Name of the Kingdom of Thunder. You bastard, you must not take action against Liyue, all my money is in Oriental Bank. Close black lens bracket. At this moment, a barrage suddenly appeared in the sky. It was the monarch of the Kingdom of Thunder who gave the urgent instructions to the 4th Raikage. This bastard. Seeing this barrage, Raikage was startled at first, and then cursed angrily. At this time, as the monarch of the Kingdom of Thunder, he was openly holding him back. As a Raikage, especially the martial arts faction, although they already control most of the power in the Kingdom of Thunder. But the daimyo is still the nominal monarch of the country. If the daimyo firmly opposes it, it will become extremely difficult to invade Liyue. I must teach this bastard a lesson. Thinking of this, Raikage became furious again. But anger was anger, and for a while, there was no good way. Except for the Land of Thunder, actually. The situation in the other 4 countries is similar. Various famous people have large deposits in Oriental Bank. If they attack Liyue, it will undoubtedly pierce their pockets. How can they be willing? As for the safety of the country and the structure of the ninja world, they don't care. As hereditary daimyo, they have always been pampered and only care about their own money. Even if Ninjamura proposed to make up the daimyo savings, they might not be willing. After all, they put their money in Eastern Bank and earn a lot of interest every year. Moreover, due to the huge deposit amount, they are all super VIP customers of Oriental Bank and enjoy a lot of benefits. Advertisement. For example, those high-return financial projects. To put it bluntly, the interests of the big names and other high-level officials from various countries have been unilaterally firmly bound to Liyue through the Bank of Oriental. If the hidden villages want to touch Liyue, in addition to the resistance from the people below, they will also have to endure huge pressure from above. The current situation is probably much worse than we expected. On Konoha's side, when Sarutobi Hiruzen and others were also worried, Shikaku suddenly walked in. At this time, Shikaku should be contacting Hyakuhaudo. If the situation hadn't been extremely urgent, he wouldn't have been able to drop what he was doing there and come here. Oriental Bank not only controls our wallets, it has even seized our lifeblood. Without waiting to ask, Shikaku spoke directly. Although Hokage and other high-level officials are extremely powerful ninjas, they have no experience in economics and don't know the rationale behind it. Therefore, Lu Ju could only explain in simple terms and give various examples. How does the Bank of the East affect the economies of various countries by adjusting interest rates, and then controls the entire country? Quote. This is actually possible. After listening to this, both Hokage's Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo and other senior officials all changed their expressions. Although they still don't quite understand, they at least understand that as long as Liyue is willing, she can use the Oriental Bank to make Konoha so poor that she can't eat. Liyue. It must be eradicated. Breaking into a cold sweat, Danzo shouted coldly and almost immediately mobilized his roots to head to Liyue for the assassination. Even Sarutobi Hiruzen, who has always adhered to a gentle policy, looked extremely ugly. As a big country, how can the economic lifeline be in the hands of others? Liyue is already a serious problem for Konoha. 012 A huge rocky abyss, filled with gold. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Along the lively and tidy central street, the scene in the sky slowly advanced, and finally passed through the entire Liyue City. Watching the scene leave Liyue City, everyone couldn't help but feel a sigh of relief. In fact, in these short 10 minutes, I was shocked one after another too much. Everyone couldn't help but feel a little tired and couldn't stand any more stimulation. Fourth cage. Is it over? Close black lens bracket. Asuma. Just that. Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Kakashi. I have to say that Liyue has given us too much shock. However, based on these alone, it can be compared with the 5 major countries and ranked in the top 3 in the wealth list, which is a bit unreasonable. Close black lens bracket. Samye. Whether it is ninja tools, food, or medicine, the products produced in Liyue are indeed the best in the world. However, after all, the quantity is limited. If the value of these commodities is only based on, it is at most stronger than some small countries, and it is far from being comparable to the wealth of the 5 major countries. Close black lens bracket. Just when everyone was debating whether Liyue was worthy of its name, the screen suddenly zoomed in and out, like a galloping Cayenne, passing through most of the land of waves in the blink of an eye. Finally, we stopped at a corner in the southwest. Darui. What is this place? Close black lens bracket. Mitarashi Anko. The rocky wasteland is a bit like the environment of the land of Earth. Close black lens bracket. Morino Ihiki. Look at that hole. Close black lens bracket. Kuritsuchi. It looks like the eyes of a devil. Close black lens bracket. In the picture, a huge pit appeared on the wasteland hills. As the distance got closer, I saw a dark hole at the center bottom of the giant pit. A guy. What's inside? Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Naruto. Could it really be the devil's lair? Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Just when everyone was confused, a huge machine appeared above the entrance of the cave. A cable as thick as an arm slowly raised a 30-meter square platform. Lift. On the platform, there were several citizens of the Kingdom of Waves dressed as miners standing. In addition, there were all kinds of baskets and sacks, almost filling the huge elevator. Haruno Sakura. This dazzling light, could it be gold? Close black lens bracket. Yamanaka Ino. There are also sacks and sacks of agate and jade. Close black lens bracket. Peacock. That is white phosphorite, a necessary material for making detonating talismans. Close black lens bracket. Black earth. If I read it correctly, those red mud-like things are actually yangao, an extremely rare mineral that sells for tens of thousands of taels per gram. Close black lens bracket. Publicant A. Oh my god, the country of Wave actually uses baskets to hold gold and sacks to hold emeralds. How much is this worth? Close black lens bracket. Seeing this mountain of treasure, everyone was shocked again. And just when everyone was wondering where these treasures came from, the scene immediately entered the cave. Uzumaki Naruto. So big. Close black lens bracket. Compared to the hole, which is only 100 meters in diameter, the space inside is tens of millions of times larger. The depth is at least several hundred meters, just like an abyss. Neji. Is that gold? Those are onyx. There are other ores that I don't know about. Close black lens bracket. Immediately afterwards, before everyone had time to appreciate the breadth of it, as the picture zoomed in further, everyone was shocked again. Piles of gold and pieces of jade are everywhere in this cave. Publicist B. Oh my god, what did I see? Is this the legendary cornucopia? Close black lens bracket. For a moment, everyone was shocked by the treasure in front of them. Not to mention ordinary people, even Kage and Daimyo have probably never seen so many treasures in their entire lives. Asuma. This is unbelievable. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Lois. With this density, it can no longer be regarded as a mineral reserve, it is simply like a treasure buried by man. Close black lens bracket. Even the top mineral veins and rare metals like gold are still being mined in the sand. How can they pile up in piles? After all, the rarer the metals and ores, the more slowly it takes thousands of 10,000 years to accumulate. The scene in front of me simply goes against the rules of nature. Third Hokage. That's it. Close black lens bracket. Third Tsuchikage. The kingdom of Earth is rich in minerals, but even if all the mineral veins in our country are added up, they are still not as large as the abyss in Liyue. Close black lens bracket. After being shocked, everyone understood completely. As a small country, why is Liyue among the top 3 in the wealth list? Yes, with such a treasure bowl within the territory, the wealth is simply immeasurable. At the same time, everyone's eyes couldn't help but heat up when they looked at the gold and jade everywhere. Wealth and silk are so attractive that countless people want to flock to Liyue and take these treasures as their own. Even those famous people who had deposited money in Oriental Bank could not help but start to waver in their hearts. If you can take this treasure mine as your own, it won't matter even if your deposit is withheld. In fact, they don't even need to fully occupy this treasure mine. As long as they mine it for a few years, they can truly become rich as the enemy. Wang never expected that he was still worried about how to deal with Liyue before. At this time, with the exposure of Liyue's true wealth, the problem was solved instantly. It has to be said that human greed will always exceed expectations. Konkuro. What is that? Is that the one-eyed baby? Close black lens bracket. Just when most people are dizzy for the treasure. The few people who kept their cool heads couldn't help but find that there were not many workers in such a large mine, and most of them were very idle. What is really doing the mining work is actually a variety of machinery. Shockingly, they actually saw a one-eyed baby among them. Advertisement. This powerful scientific ninjutsu, which can be compared to S-level ninjutsu with 10 swords and can conquer a country with 100 swords, is actually being used to mine mines here in Liyue. Chio. What a waste of natural resources. This is simply blasphemy against puppets. Close black lens bracket. Scorpion. Liyue's actions are indeed outrageous. But this aspect also shows that the one-eyed Xiaobao puppets in their hands are enough to be used for mining. Close black lens bracket. Lois. Puppet is a tool. Whether it is used to kill people or mine, it is an application. In comparison, I care more about these mining tools in Liyue. If we in the land of Earth can have these machines, the mining efficiency of each mine can be increased by at least 40 times. Close black lens bracket. For a time, in addition to the treasure itself, there was also a heated discussion about Liyue's various machinery and advanced mining technology. It has to be said that Liyue's own wealth is indeed astonishing. But in comparison, the various things Liyue created have repeatedly broken human imagination. In the eyes of many people, these are priceless wealth. Open black lens bracket display completed. Close black lens bracket. And amidst everyone's exclamations, the screen closed, and the display of Liyue's wealth finally came to an end. Open black lens bracket Haruno Sakura. It's finally over. Close black lens bracket. Yamanaka Ino. Just watching the video, I was mentally exhausted, as if I had been through a big battle. Close black lens bracket. At the same time, everyone couldn't help but let out a long sigh of relief again. Open black lens bracket. The voting session begins. Close black lens bracket. At this time, writing scrolled on the canopy. Open black lens bracket. No. 3. Konohagakure, the land of fire. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No. 2. Thunder Country Cloud Shinobi Village. Close black lens bracket. No. 1. Liyue, country of waves. According to the rules, it's time for a referendum to choose the real top person on the wealth list. 013 voting. Liyue topped the list. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Mitokado Homura. Liyue's display really shocked us a lot. But when it comes to wealth, Konoha is better. After all, in the face of war and hunger, all gold, silver and jewelry are no different from ordinary stones. Only land is the foundation of everything. Close black lens bracket. Udatane Kaharu. As for comparing to Cloud Shinobi, I think there is no comparison with us at all. Close black lens bracket. The voting began, and Konoha's 2 advisors spoke one after another. The intention is obvious, to canvass votes. It was clearly stated in the previous rules that the country at the top of the list will receive incredible national rewards such as increase in land area. Although it is unbelievable, I would rather believe it. Therefore, both Konoha and Cloud Shinobi hope that their village can win the championship. After all, even the pants that were stripped were gone, so I had to get some benefits back. In fact, if the war fortune hadn't been so bloody and had aroused the hatred of countless people, Cloud Shinobi would have come out to canvass for votes. Darui. Some outdated old guys, please shut up at this time. Close black lens bracket. Samye. All things have their own value. The price of food from the land of fire obviously exceeds this position. Close black lens bracket. For fear of causing public outrage again, Cloud Shinobi may not come out to canvass for votes, but belittling his opponents will have the same effect. Especially, how could they pretend to be deaf and dumb in the face of Konoha's blatant contempt? As a close confidant of Raikage, Samui once again raised the issue of high-priced food in the Land of Fire while maintaining his grace. Inuzuka Hana are a group of war criminals worthy of being compared to Konoha. Close black lens bracket. She, eating steamed buns with human blood is not noble at all. Close black lens bracket. Asuma. If there is any objection, Cloud Shinobi can choose not to buy food from the Land of Fire. Close black lens bracket. Mabuyi. If the Fire Nation is willing to donate its farmland, we Cloud Shinobi will naturally not have to buy food from you. Close black lens bracket. Akamaiki Dingza. Are you declaring war on Konoha? Close black lens bracket. Next, as expected, the two villages started arguing directly with Barrage. Advertisement. Third Tsuchikage. Compared to Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, I am more optimistic about Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Yes, whether it is various commodities or the astonishing mineral reserves, the total wealth has obviously far exceeded Konoha and Cloud Shinobi. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. The most important thing is that Liyue's wealth is not dirty and bloody. Close black lens bracket. In addition, the three hidden villages that were not shortlisted unanimously supported Liyue. Although in their hearts, they do think Liyue is richer, the reason why they stand up and say these things is still profit. As the five major countries, there is not much difference in terms of wealth or military strength, otherwise they would not be able to maintain balance for nearly 100 years. The authenticity of the first place reward mentioned in the sky cannot be proven for the time being, so let's take it as real for now. Regardless of Konoha or Cloud Shinobi, if you win, get amazing national rewards. Its strength will inevitably skyrocket, thus far surpassing the other four countries in one fell swoop. This is something Rock Shinobi and the others never want to see. In contrast, although Liyue has shown amazing potential, it is still in the development stage at least for now. Even if it receives a national reward, it will not really threaten the five major countries. At least, that's what the five major countries think. Rock Shinobi, Mist Shinobi, and Sand Shinobi were not selected and were not eligible to compete for rewards. The choice of the lesser of two evils was to support Liyue. At this time, the shadows of the three villages publicly stated their attitude, which was to tell the people to vote for Liyue. After all, everyone has the right to vote. If everyone votes for their own country, the winner will definitely be the Fire Nation with the largest population. Haruno Sakura. I obviously voted for Konoha, why is Liyue shown? Close black lens bracket. I voted for Cloud Shinobi, but the one shown is also Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Darui. Shady story. This vote has been manipulated by some force. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Haha, don't embarrass yourself here, ask your true feelings, who do you want to vote for? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Naruto. Close black lens bracket. Hearing this, everyone who was shouting about the shady story just now couldn't help but fell silent for a while. If it is just a simple vote, wouldn't it mean that the country with the largest number of citizens will win all the victories? Then what fairness can there be? Advertisement. In fact, all votes depend on the heart of the voter. To put it bluntly, whoever you really think is stronger will be the one you vote for. Soon, everyone realized this. Fourth cage. It seems that our efforts have been in vain. Close black lens bracket. In this case, there is no point in canvassing votes or anything like that. The final result will be absolutely fair. After the noise, everyone turned their attention to the voting process on the sky screen. It goes quickly because of the direct extraction of vote as will. I saw a progress bar representing the number of votes following the three ninja villages. Darui. How could this happen? Close black lens bracket. Shimura Danzo. Konoha absolutely does not approve of this result. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Damn it. Close black lens bracket. What everyone never expected was that compared to the slowly growing votes of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, Liyue was the clear winner. The long progress bar at the back is almost 3 times the size of Konoha and Cloud Shinobi combined. Although most people already think that Liyue is richer in their hearts. The most important thing is that Liyue's wealth came cleanly. Makes people more convincing. However, Konoha and Cloud Shinobi are two of the 5 major powers after all, while Liyue, the country of waves, is just a small village that has just been established. Therefore, Liyue was able to surpass Konoha and Cloud Shinobi in the end, which was beyond everyone's expectations. What's more, in this completely crushing way, Terumi Mei. Haha, it seems that most people still have sharp eyes. Close black lens bracket. This result is shocking. Advertisement. But if you think about it carefully, it makes sense. After all, Liyue's huge wealth has attracted everyone's recognition. Open black lens bracket. Voting is over. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No. 3. Fire Country Konohagakure 12.9%. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No. 2. Thunder Country Cloud Shinobi Village 9.7%. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. No. 1. Liyue, Country of Waves 77.4%. Close black lens bracket. Amid everyone's discussion, the voting ended quickly and the final results were announced. Uzumaki Naruto. Liyue really won. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Haruno Sakura. Idiot Naruto. Don't talk nonsense like this at this time. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. Congratulations to Liyue. Close black lens bracket. Kuritsuchi. Hehe, I also voted for Liyue. When I go shopping in Liyue, don't forget to give me a discount. Close black lens bracket. Seeing this result, the barrage became lively again. Except for Konoha and Cloud Shinobi, the people of other countries are also satisfied. After all, they originally wanted Liyue to win. In the first round of wealth rankings, Liyue, the Country of Waves, topped the list. Close black lens bracket. Reward distribution. Liyue's land area expanded by 20%. Domestic resources increased by 20%. The overall quality of the nation has improved by 20%. Close black lens bracket. At this time, the prompt in the sky screen appeared again. Boom. The next moment, with a roar, a scene that stunned everyone unfolded. 11%. 014 rewards distributed. Great changes in the country. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The screen changed and we entered the Kingdom of Waves again. But unlike before, it is not a detailed display, but an overall bird's eye view. Third Tsuchikage. This is it. Close black lens bracket. Third Hokage. Unbelievable. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. Illusion. How can this be? Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Damn it. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. It's amazing. Close black lens bracket. Boom, boom. The entire island is expanding to its surroundings at a speed visible to the naked eye. Those bursts of roaring were the loud noises caused by the pulling of the land and the impact on the sea. Without destroying the original cities and docks at all, the coastline has become longer and the port has a deeper draft. Within the island, mountains, forests, grasslands, lakes, and invisible mineral veins quickly emerged, and then completely solidified, becoming actual resources. At the same time, a layer of golden light fell from the sky and fell on every citizen of the Kingdom of Waves. Although it is impossible to know their specific changes, it can be seen from the immersed expressions on their faces that they stretched out their hands to greet them. They were extremely useful and seemed to have received great benefits. The land area is expanding. Domestic resources increase. Improve national quality. Judging from the picture, it is actually being fulfilled one by one. Lois. This kind of thing actually happened. Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Kakashi. It's really shocking. This cannot be simply classified as a miracle, but a miracle. Close black lens bracket. Asuma. What a shame. If Konoha wins. Close black lens bracket. Darui. Obviously, we all missed a huge benefit. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Although the whole process was grand, it actually went very quickly under the influence of the system. In just a few minutes, Liyue's improvement was over. But above the sky, the barrage of discussions from various countries not only did not decrease, but became more intensive. Countries around the world were filled with envy of Liyue amid shock and suspicion. Especially the leaders and senior officials of various countries, no matter the 5 major countries or small countries, are so jealous that their eyes almost bleed. Third Tsuchikage. What did we miss? Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. It can no longer be described as a pity. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. I regret it. Close black lens bracket. Previously, when seeing Konoha, Cloud Shinobi was revealed to have a dark side due to being shortlisted for the show. Other countries felt happy for a while, glad that they were not selected. But at this time, seeing Liyue receiving a miraculous reward, they felt only annoyance in their hearts. Annoyed as to why their village was not shortlisted and why they were not the ones to receive the award. This is the overall improvement of the country. For a small country, it can catch up with the 5 major countries in one fell swoop. As for the 5 major countries, they left the other 4 countries behind and dominated the ninja world. But unfortunately, the one who finally received the reward was Liyue, who was only known to the world today and had just been established a few years ago. Ching. This also explains why the Country of Waves, which was still a small island back then, now has such a territory and such rich resources. Close black lens bracket. Mitokado Homura. In other words, Liyue had actually received one, no, probably several national awards before this. Close black lens bracket. Fourth Cage. What kind of secret is hidden in this? Why can Liyue get rewards before the rankings appear? Close black lens bracket. At the same time, the secret of the sudden rise of the Kingdom of Waves was also revealed. While jealous, everyone was filled with curiosity. What secrets does Liyue hide? Advertisement. Especially the top leaders of various countries are even more anxious and frantic. As long as Liyue's secret can be solved, they may be the next ones to benefit. Regardless of whether it is a big country or a small country, it is possible for this to grow into a superpower that dominates the ninja world. After all, the country of waves was just a closed island before, and it could reach this point, so why couldn't they? Everyone, what do you think of Liyue's next actions? In the Hokage office, looking at the senior executives opposite, Sarutobi Hiruzen looked serious. For Liyue, at first, Konoha just wanted to keep their scientific ninja tools in their hands as much as possible. But as Liyue's wealth gradually came to light, the greed of human nature changed Konoha's thinking and even wanted to invade Liyue. But now, as rewards are distributed and the mystery of Liyue is gradually revealed, they have to re-examine this small village that was not taken seriously before. Although the invasion is simple and crude, it may completely bury Liyue's secrets. Therefore, they had to reconsider how to treat Liyue. For Liyue, we currently have too little information, so it is difficult to make a correct judgment. After some discussion, Lu Ju, who had been silent for a long time, finally spoke. So I think the first thing we need to do is to find out the details of Liyue. At least, we must go to the Kingdom of Waves to see it in person. Time waits for no one. Danzo looked gloomy and immediately raised objections. You should know that Liyue's performance has attracted strong attention from various countries. If we take action too late, Liyue's piece of fat may very well fall into the mouths of other countries. Is it fatty meat? Oh, why do I feel that this piece of meat is not so easy to swallow? A country that doesn't even have many ninjas, what's there to be afraid of? Are those scientific ninja tools? Since they are ninja tools, without ninja control, they are just waste. There are no ninjas in Liyue. How did you determine this? A small village just established a few years ago can cultivate. Alright, seeing that the two were already quarreling, and the attitudes of the others were ambiguous, as Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen finally made a decision after thinking about it. Advertisement. This matter really cannot be rushed. In short, let's send someone to the country of waves to investigate their strength on the spot. Hiruzen, your decision will make Konoha miss a great opportunity. As Hokage, I must be responsible for the safety of Konoha. The situation is unclear at the moment, and we must be cautious. Snort. Hokage is the highest leader in Konoha. Seeing Sarutobi Hiruzen move out as Hokage, Danzo can't say anything else. With a cold snort, he stood up and walked out of Hokage's office. In the empty corridor, Danzo's eyes were gloomy. As the root of the village, he would never allow Konoha to suffer losses. He decided to deal with Liyue in his own way. At the same time, other countries. Regardless of whether it is a big country or a small country, the issue of Liyue is also being discussed. Different countries have different situations, and the final decisions they make are naturally different. But roughly speaking, there are two aspects: enemies and friends. Some countries are planning to invade Liyue, while others are planning to make temporary friendship first. In any case, after this ranking, Liyue has become a presence that cannot be ignored in the ninja world. Various countries' actions against Liyue began quickly. But while various countries were secretly active, the images in the sky were not over yet. Although the ranking results have been announced, the rewards have also been distributed. But before the end, I will ask a question to the entire ninja world regarding the top spot. The question and answer session begins. Close black lens bracket. Excuse me, has Liyue, the country of waves, changed the pattern of the ninja world? Close black lens bracket. While everyone was still having a heated discussion, a question was raised in the sky. 12%. 015 Personal answer reward, blood inheritance limit. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The structure of the ninja world. When seeing this question, many people couldn't help but be startled, and then they frowned and thought for a while. From the display, we can see that in addition to the huge treasure mine, Liyue has a variety of epic-making products. But can just a few items change the landscape of the ninja world? The replicable 7 ninja sword, 1000-blade demon sword, and scientific ninja tools indeed have the power to subvert the world. But the premise is that there are enough. At the moment, the number of high-end ninja tools leaked out of Liyue is actually not very large. At least, the number of scientific ninja tools currently purchased by the 5 major countries from Liyue can only be used as a good trump card, but it cannot reach the level of determining the outcome of the Ninja World War. Since the 5 major countries do not have this strength, there is no need to mention other small countries. From this point of view, the world structure has not changed because of Liyue's existence. At least, that's what it looks like for now. The question is, whether it has changed, which refers to the present and the past, not whether there is such ability or possibility in the future. Uzumaki Naruto has changed. Close black lens bracket. While everyone was still thinking, a reckless barrage suddenly appeared. Next moment. Congratulations to Konohagakure Uzumaki Naruto, the answer is correct. Close black lens bracket. Comma. Everyone was stunned when they saw the prompt in the sky. What? Then, there was an exclamation, and everyone's eyes widened with disbelief on their faces. Naruto actually got the answer right. Fourth cage. Liyue has changed the structure of the ninja world, how is this possible? Close black lens bracket. The reason why people are so surprised is not that Naruto answered the question correctly, but his answer. Naruto answered, yes, and Tenmaku gave the correct certification. In other words, Liyue's existence has indeed changed the structure of the entire ninja world. But how is this possible? Advertisement. After an in-depth analysis, senior officials from various countries believe that Liyue is a threat, but due to time issues, the pattern of the ninja world has not yet been changed. But now, the results are exactly the opposite of what they analyzed. Third Tsuchikage. What the hell is going on? Close black lens bracket. Fourth Raikage. Bastard. Did any of you get a lot of scientific ninja tools from Liyue? Close black lens bracket. Third Hokage. We in Konoha only have a few scientific ninja tools: Cloud Shinobi, Rock Shinobi, Mist Shinobi, and Sand Shinobi. I hope you can explain it clearly. Close black lens bracket. Fourth cage. Our number of scientific ninja tools will never exceed yours. Close black lens bracket. Terumi Mei. A bunch of old foxes, are they still acting? Close black lens bracket. After being shocked, the 5 major countries who came back to their senses immediately began to question each other. If anything, the answer given by Tianmu is true. Liyue's existence has changed the structure of the ninja world. After thinking about it, it's still a scientific tool. In other words, it is very likely that one of the 5 major countries has purchased a large number of scientific ninja tools from Liyue, and the scale is enough to affect the victory of the ninja world war. How can countries remain calm in such a serious situation? However, after asking around, no one admitted it. Damn it. Go and investigate immediately. We must find out who has mastered a large number of scientific ninja tools and how many they have mastered. When you think about it, you know that no one would admit this kind of thing. The top leaders of each country immediately issued the highest order to do everything possible to investigate the number of scientific ninja tools held by the other 5 major countries. Find out who has mastered the power to subvert the ninja world. Even as countries were conducting intense investigations, no one thought about it. Perhaps, this affirmative answer does not refer to the 5 major countries, but to Liyue itself. Individual reward distribution. Uzumaki Naruto of the Land of Fire obtained the blood succession limit explosion style. Close black lens bracket. Immediately afterwards, a line of text appeared again in the sky. Hitaki Kakashi. The reward turns out to be the blood succession limit. Close black lens bracket. Darui. How is this possible? The blood inheritance limit comes from blood, how can it be given to others out of thin air? Close black lens bracket. Samyi. Idiot. Even the land area can be expanded, what else is impossible? Close black lens bracket. Carry. It turns out to be the same explosion style as me, how unpleasant it is. Close black lens bracket. Advertisement. As an ordinary person, he cares more about the reward itself than the structure of the ninja world. When they saw that Naruto had obtained the blood succession limit, the barrage was in an uproar. Boom. At the same time, there was an empty training ground in Konoha. Naruto punched out, and with a loud bang, the chakra gathered in his fist suddenly exploded, instantly shattering the huge rock in front of him. Quote. It's actually true. Seeing this scene, Naruto himself was dumbfounded. The so-called explosion style means the ability to explode. Deidara, who is good at using explosive clay, has this blood inheritance limit and is called the explosion style brat by Hanzo. I have blood successor limits. I have the same blood successor limits as Sasuke and Kakashi sensei. It wasn't until a while that Naruto came back to his senses and jumped up excitedly. Well, little Sakura standing on the edge lowered her head in frustration. Doesn't this mean that in the entire 7th class, she is the only one who has no blood inheritance limit and is a common person? Naruto. Thinking of this, little Sakura was annoyed and unconvinced. With Naruto's simple mind, how could he answer the question correctly first and win the reward? How do you know that Liyue has changed the structure of the ninja world? Isn't it obvious? Naruto was startled, then clapped his fingers and said. My money is deposited in a bank in Liyue. The ramen I eat is added with Liyue seasonings, as well as those ninja tools, medicines, etc. Liyue has changed our lives. Life. Hearing this answer, little Sakura opened her eyes wide and was completely speechless. It's a pattern. This idiot can't even distinguish between daily life and the concept of world structure. Damn it. Advertisement. But just because of this, he actually answered the question correctly, and thus received the blood inheritance limit reward. Thinking of this, little Sakura couldn't help but become more and more frustrated. Naruto's shit luck was so foul. Snort. At the same time, he thought, if Sasuke had not been temporarily comatose due to Orochimaru's curse seal, with his wisdom, he would definitely be able to answer the correct answer before Naruto. If that's the case, doesn't Sasuke have the double blood limit? Damn it. Thinking of this, little Sakura felt full of regret again. And looking at Naruto, who was so happy and acting like a fool, made her even more annoyed. This round of rankings is over. Close black lens bracket. The second round of ranking will be held in 10 days. Close black lens bracket. When ranking is idle, the screen is still and no one can send comments. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Stay tuned. Close black lens bracket. With the end of the final question session, this round of rankings also came to an end. At this time, there were only 4 big words, "Stay tuned," left on the huge canopy. Sure enough, it didn't work. Someone tried sending the barrage again, but nothing happened. For a moment, everyone let out a long breath. From the beginning to the end of the ranking, although it only took more than an hour, the pictures displayed during the period and the information revealed brought too much impact to everyone. The highly tense spirit can finally relax temporarily. 10 days from now, however, it's not over yet. In 10 days, the second round of ranking will begin. 016 Fun here. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. It's a 20% improvement, which is really good. In the cave between the clouds, Luli smiled slightly when he saw the system prompt. I didn't expect that just by getting to the top of the rankings, I would get such a generous reward. Open black lens bracket. God's Kingdom system. Close black lens bracket. Earn points by building the Kingdom of God, use the points to summon characters, or purchase various props to further build the Kingdom of God. Upgrade the Kingdom of God and get more points to summon stronger characters and buy more props. Repeating this cycle, it took Luli 3 full years to raise Liyue to the 9th level of the Divine Kingdom. But now, it's just a ranking list. In just 1 hour, the reward is almost worth the hard work of the first year. 3 times should be enough. If we say that every time you rank, there are such generous rewards. Luli estimated in his mind that as long as 3 times, Liyue could be promoted to the 10th level of the Divine Kingdom. I don't know what the second round will be like. However, even as the system host, he knows nothing about the content of the second round of rankings 10 days later. After all, the ranking itself is a test for Luli. If we say that the past 3 years of building the Kingdom of God were all about answering papers, now it is time to hand in the papers when ranking. In this case, how could it be possible to inform Luli of the content in advance? Wouldn't that be a leak? Luli didn't care about this either. A chuckle, a little challenging, more interesting. Congratulations, host. Get triple your personal rewards. Close black lens bracket. After a while, the personal question and answer session ended. While Uzumaki Naruto received the reward, Luli, as the host, also received an additional 3 times the reward, which is the 3rd gate blood succession limit. Advertisement. Pity. As the country where the host is located, Liyue citizens cannot participate in answering questions. Otherwise, wouldn't they get 4 times the personal reward? Of course, Luli just thought this way. This triple reward is already an additional gain. You can't be too greedy. Next, check the reward content in detail. Blood style limit. Wood style. A ninjutsu that combines 2 attributes of water and earth chakra, turning the chakra into the source of life. It can accelerate and control the growth of plants, integrate offense and defense, and has an additional restraint effect on tailed beasts. Close black lens bracket. Blood succession limit. Boil style. It is synthesized from chakra with 2 attributes, water and fire. It controls high temperature gases. It can be used for direct attacks or to improve one's own physical strength. Close black lens bracket. Blood succession limit. Transparent escape. The whole body becomes transparent and one's own aura is completely eliminated. Close black lens bracket. Good. After reading it, Luli nodded slightly. The so-called blood inheritance limit is a special ability derived from blood. Since it is a special ability, it naturally has its own uniqueness. Therefore, anyone with the blood inheritance limit can often grow into a more powerful ninja. The rewarded 3rd gate blood succession limit is a bit weaker in translucent, boil style is average, but wood style is considered the best. You know, the first Hokage Senju Hashirama, known as the god of ninja, was invincible in the entire ninja world, relying on his wood style ninjutsu. Until now, 60 or 70 years later, many people are still studying the cells of the first Hokage, hoping to reproduce wood style ninjutsu. It's a pity that few people can do it. Even if it succeeds by chance, such as Konoha Jonin Yamato, the power of wood style is very different from first Hokage, and it can be regarded as a defective product at best. But the wood style in Luli's hands is different. As a system reward, Senju Hashirama's wood style ninjutsu can be completely reproduced. Of course, the premise is to have Hashirama's physical fitness and chakra amount. In addition, as a system reward, you can use it yourself or give it to others. What kind of treasure is this? While Lu Li was thinking, a petite, beautiful woman with long gray-green hair, wearing a blue and white traditional dress and short skirt, looked at the 3 light balls suspended in Lu Li's hand and came over with curiosity. Let me have a look too. Advertisement. It's nothing to look at, it's just the 3rd gate ability. Lu Li smiled, took the woman's white little hand, suddenly pulled her into his arms with force, and kissed the woman's hair lovingly. You are my best treasure. Nothing in the world can compare with you. The woman smiled and did not resist. Instead, she pushed hard into Lu Li's arms. For a time, the air was filled with intoxicating emotions. Sorry. Just when their lips were about to touch, an inappropriate voice sounded. An arrogant-looking woman with feathers on her head and glasses walked in. Seeing Lu Li and Gui Zhang, who were tired of being together, they kept talking. It seems I came at an unlucky time and disturbed the 2 of you from being intimate. Since I know I'm sorry, why don't you go out quickly and come back after 2 hours? Lu Li rolled her eyes at Lu Yunjifeng Zhenjin and said sorry, but there was no trace of embarrassment on her face. Moreover, from the look of her, she had no intention of leaving. Finally, he smiled again, with a bit of cunning in his eyes. It's better to come early than to come by chance. It's better to come with Zhenjin. I'm not like you, who spoils him like this. Lu Yunjifeng snorted coldly, then looked at Lu Li and said seriously. Don't stay in my cave all day long, go back to your Liyue immediately. What? It has only been less than a month, Lu Yun, and you are already tired of me. Stop talking to me, I'm not the last person to bother joking with you. Lu Yunjifeng snorted coldly and said directly. Advertisement. In this ranking list, Liyue has been exposed to the world. It is not difficult to predict that all kinds of troubles are about to follow. You are the emperor of Liyue Rock. How can you not take charge at this time? It doesn't matter. Lu Li waved his hands nonchalantly and hummed. But they can handle some minor problems even if I'm not around. That being said, you are after all. Sister Lu Yun is right, if you don't leave, I have to leave. Before Lu Yunjiafeng could finish speaking, he finally stood up first. You are Prince Yan, no one dares to accuse you. I am just a part-time worker. At this time, I must not leave my post without permission. Well, Lu Li blinked and left after all. Wouldn't it be half the fun? Correct. Suddenly remembering, he took out one of the 3 light balls containing the blood inheritance limit in his hand and handed it to Gui Zhang. This is the Blood Succession Limited Boyle style, an old chapter given to your subordinates. Blood Successor Limit, a ninja thing, right? Lu Li nodded and explained. This kind of thing is of no use to us. But Lao Zhang is immortal, but it is a big help. Lao Zhang deserves a lot of credit for your hard work in Bibing Hall. Quote. Then let me thank the Emperor for the reward on Lao Zhang's behalf. Finally, he joked again, took the ball of light, turned around and flew out of the cave. Seeing that Gui was gone, Lu Li looked at Zhenjin Lu Yunjifeng in front of him and smiled with a smile on his face. Now no one will bother us, how about we do something we love? 017 Konoha's visit. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. A few days later, a ship decorated with the Konoha emblem appeared in the waters near the country of waves. It's finally here. 4 Konoha Jonin stood on the bow deck. It was the older generation Ino Shika-cho combination. Nara Shikaku, Yamanaka Haiichi, Akamaiki Dingza, and the young Jonin guy. Looking at the kingdom of waves, which was already far away, the 4 of them had extremely serious expressions. The ninja village rankings were announced. In the first round of wealth rankings, Liyue topped the list with an absolute advantage, which shocked the ninja world for a while. In particular, the various ninja tools and merchandise displayed in the wealth display shocked everyone. Therefore, both the 5 major countries and other small countries immediately made a series of decisions on how to treat Liyue. On Konoha's side, they decided to make friends temporarily just to be on the safe side. Therefore, specially send people to Liyue. In order to explore Liyue's strength as much as possible, Nara Shikaku, the captain of the Jonin squad and the Hokage think tank, personally led the team. Hope everything is fine. Looking at the island of the country of waves, Guy, who has always been sunny, couldn't help but frown his thick eyebrows. In fact, for this visit, only the Ino Shika-cho trio was originally scheduled, and Guy applied to join temporarily. It's not that he's worried about Ino Shika-cho's strength. He came to Liyue this time for another purpose. In the Chūnin exam qualifiers, Xiao Li played against San Shinobi Gaara. Although he performed extremely well, he lost in the end. Not only that, but he was seriously injured and disabled during the competition. I'm afraid he will never be able to be a ninja again in this life. Although there are many medical ninjas in Konoha, they all express their inability to deal with Xiao Li's injuries. Just at this time, The rankings were announced, and during the presentation session, it was learned that Bu Lu, who had developed various miraculous medicines, actually had a medical clinic in Liyue. Guy then took the initiative to apply to 3rd Hokage to join the team visiting Liyue so that he could take Shaoli to seek medical treatment. However, it is still unknown what kind of place Liyue is, what attitude it has towards Konoha, whether it is willing to treat Shaoli, or even whether they are allowed to land on the island. As the only hope left for his beloved disciple, how could Guy not worry? Yeah, I hope everything goes well. Shikaku stood on the edge and muttered to himself. Advertisement. The main purpose of this visit is actually to find out the details of Liyue. However, Liyue should have been prepared for this. As a result, it may not be easy to successfully complete the task. Let's go to the island first. In short, no matter what, we must first land on the island of Wave Country. Everything after that depends on the situation. Wow, wow. Accompanied by the sound of the waves, the steamer moved at full speed. As they got closer and closer to the coast, the expressions of the 4 people couldn't help but become more solemn. At the same time, secretly prepare for battle. At this time, they had entered the territorial waters of the Kingdom of Waves. If Liyue is hostile to them or is wary, she will probably intercept them. As for the interception method, it's hard to say. Most likely, it was a direct baptism of fire from the one-eyed baby. Regarding this, even Guy and the others did not dare to take it lightly. But at this moment, almost without any sound, as a gust of sea breeze blew by, a figure suddenly appeared on the mast rail. Seeing this figure that suddenly appeared, Lu Ju and the other 4 people's expressions changed. The 4 of them are all Konoha's elite Jonin. They are excellent in ninjutsu, physical training, and genjutsu. Their strength is second only to Kage level. Without them noticing, this person boarded the ship easily. His method was really powerful. Juvenile. However, as an elite Jonin, mental qualities are stronger than ninjutsu. The 4 of them quickly regained their composure and looked at the person carefully. He is dressed in blue, has long hair, and is wearing an Anbu mask, so his face cannot be seen clearly. But judging from his body shape, he is clearly still a boy of 14 or 15 years old. Advertisement. Realizing this, the pupils of the 4 people shrank slightly. He is such an incredible guy to be able to do this at such a young age. Who are you and what is your purpose? Immediately afterwards, the 4 people in Konoha asked while being on high alert and ready to use ninjutsu at any time. The young man looked at the 4 of them, and after a full 2 seconds, he spoke. I have been ordered to come to greet everyone in Konoha. As ordered. Welcome. The 4 of them were slightly startled and then asked. By whose command? We are welcomed wherever we go. Liyue. Quote. Upon hearing this answer, the 4 people exchanged quick glances. Could it be said that this young master is from Liyue? That's right, after all, this is Liyue's territory. Faced with Konoha's sudden visit, Liyue could not remain silent. What they didn't expect was that instead of obstructing or even attacking them, Liyue took the initiative to welcome them. Very good. Unexpectedly, Guy breathed a sigh of relief, his eyes flashing with excitement. This shows that Liyue has a friendly attitude towards Konoha, at least, there is no hostility. In this way, he and Shaoli will not be blocked from Liyue, and the first step of seeking medical treatment in Bu Lu has been successfully taken. Take the initiative to welcome. Compared to Guy, Lu Ju, who is the leader of this trip and is responsible for the exploration mission, has more on his mind. It is indeed good news that we can land on the island smoothly. But on the other hand, Liyue's attitude at this time also shows that they are not afraid of Konoha. Advertisement. For a big country that suddenly came to visit, but not timid, this may not be good news for Konoha. Confidence always comes from strength. Jonin level. Immediately afterwards, Lu Ju looked at the Liyue boy who was still standing on the mast again. In fact, from the moment he appeared until now, the boy has been standing on the mast like an ice sculpture. Apart from the first sentence, not another word was said. But from his posture and aura, Shikaku can conclude that his strength has reached at least Jonin level. Didn't I say before that there are no ninjas in Liyue? Then a Jonin appears, and he is such a young Jonin. Taking a peek at Madara and knowing the whole thing, it can be seen that Liyue's strength is definitely far beyond all of their imaginations. It's really troublesome. After some analysis, Shikaku couldn't help but frown secretly. Liyue's threat to Konoha may be far more than what is shown in the sky. However, there is no point in thinking too much at this time. In short, let's go to the island and have a look. During the rest of the journey, the Liyue boy said nothing, and Lu Ju and the others also remained silent. Along the way, the only sounds were the waves lapping against the side of the ship and the cries of seagulls overhead. After about half an hour, the ship docked smoothly. Arrive. It was only then that the Liyue boy spoke again, and then jumped off the boat first. Seeing this, the 4 of them looked at each other again. Didn't you say that you came specifically to greet them? But along the way, this young man seemed to have done nothing. Disembarking. However, The four of them couldn't care less about this at the moment. Shikaku said, and the group of people disembarked from the boat and officially landed on the territory of the Kingdom of Waves. 018 No arrangements, just let it go. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Liyue is a port city. Although the Konoha ship's landing location is not at Liyue Port, the distance is not very far. After landing on the island, under the guidance of the young man, the Konoha group arrived at Liyue City only an hour later. This is Liyue. Seeing it with my own eyes, it's even more beautiful than the scenery in the sky. Looking at the poetic and picturesque Liyue City, Konoha and the others couldn't help but express their sincere admiration. However, although the scenery is beautiful, business is still more important. This little brother. Shikaku looked at the boy next to him and asked. I wonder where your village chief is now. Village chief. You are talking about the emperor. Emperor. Shikaku and others looked at each other, but didn't pay too much attention, and continued. We are here on behalf of Konoha. We want to meet your leader and establish a friendship between the two villages. I don't know where the emperor is now. The young man said directly without any fluctuation in his voice. But I can pass it on for you. Then when can we meet your leader? If the emperor wants to see you, he will naturally summon you. This. Shikaku frowned slightly, but did not continue to press. After all, it was obvious that the young man opposite was just a messenger, not a decision maker. All he could do was send messages. In this case, there is no point in talking to him. After thinking for a moment, Shikaku asked again. While waiting for the summons, may I ask how Liyue will arrange for us? Advertisement. No arrangements. No arrangements. There are hotels in the city where you can stay. The rooms are very clean. The food at Wanmintang is also delicious, which can solve your food problem. However, you have to pay for it yourself. Hearing this, Shikaku and others widened their eyes in surprise. Could it be that Liyue did not set any restrictions on them landing on the island and allowed them to move freely? You know, even among the 5 major countries, even if they are allies who have formed an alliance, they cannot allow each other's ninjas to roam freely in their own ninja villages. After all, as a military unit, Ninja Village holds many secrets. Ninja villages in other countries are all potential enemies. How could they allow their enemies to explore their secrets? That's why Shikaku and the others were so surprised when they heard the boy's words. Especially, as a newly emerging ninja village, Liyue possesses a lot of secrets unknown to outsiders. In this case, how could they, and how dare they, let them, Konoha elite Jonin, roam freely in the city? But that's the fact. After the explanation, the boy turned around and left, leaving Shikaku and the others on the street. Gone. Looking at the young man who was gradually walking away, Shikaku and the others blinked, their faces still full of disbelief. Being in a foreign country, as elite Jonin, they did not slack off at all because of the relaxed environment, but instead became more vigilant. He stood there without moving, observing his surroundings carefully. Indeed not. It wasn't until more than 10 minutes later that Hiei whispered. You really left us alone. The secret technique of the Yamanaka clan is best at detection. As the patriarch of the clan, Hiei has mastered the family secrets. Since he said there was no surveillance around, there was a high probability that there wasn't. After confirming this, Lu Ju's expression became more serious. He didn't believe that a ninja village could allow ninjas from other countries to explore the village at will. In this case, there are only 2 explanations. Advertisement. First, Liyue has some kind of secret skill that can even hide from Yamanaka Hiei's detection and spy on them without them noticing. If this is the case, it means that Liyue has a master that is unknown to them and is extremely difficult to deal with. Secondly, Liyue didn't take them seriously at all. Therefore, do not bother to put any restrictions on them. Compared to the first one, this situation is actually more serious. As the saying goes, confidence comes from strength. Lu Ju didn't believe that Liyue would be so stupid simply because of her arrogance. Then what are we going to do next? After a moment of silence, Akamaiki Dingza asked. Since Liyue has left us alone, let's just go sightseeing. Shikaku pondered for a moment and said with a smile. As the saying goes, adapt to all changes by remaining unchanged. No matter what the reason is for Liyue, their mission is to investigate. Simply start the mission directly, wait for Liyue to react, and then respond according to the situation. Good. Shikaku is known as the Hokage's think tank and captain. As for his decisions, Haichi and Dingza, their old partners, have always trusted and obeyed him unconditionally. Shikaku-sama. At this time, Guy opened his mouth and said pleadingly. No matter what the reason is for Liyue, please allow me to take my beloved disciple to Babulu for medical treatment first. Good. Looking at Xiao Li on Guy's back, Lu Ju nodded and then added. Since it is an investigation, naturally the more comprehensive the better. Regarding Bu Lu, it is also a focus of ours. Just in time, you go and find out more about it. Yes. Then let's go. Guy took the order, carried Xiao Li on his back, turned around and ran away. Guy's speed was extremely fast, leaving behind a trail of smoke and dust, and in the blink of an eye, no one could be seen. But it seemed that he ran in the wrong direction. According to the picture displayed on the sky screen, Bu Bulu was on the east side of the street. But that doesn't matter anymore. Advertisement. Let's go too. Shikaku took a deep breath, greeted Hai and Ding Zhao, and turned to leave. For safety reasons, Inoshika-cho did not move separately. What a bustling place. People here seem to have a very prosperous life. The purpose of this visit to the island is to understand Liyue's true strength, and infrastructure and people's livelihood can reflect a lot of information. The three of Shikaku seemed to be wandering aimlessly, but in fact they were carefully observing everything around them. The conclusion reached is that Liyue is indeed as rich as the introduction in the sky. However, this is not the point. What Konoha is most concerned about is Liyue's military strength. Professional soldier. Unlike Konoha and other ninja villages, in Liyue, no ninjas wearing forehead protectors or clearly dressed up were found. However, occasionally there will be soldiers wearing armor and holding white tassel spears, patrolling throughout the city. Could it be that these patrolling soldiers are Liyue's military force? If so, it would be too weak. Although these soldiers are all strong, judging from their steps and aura, they are at the level of a Chūnin at best. For a village, Jonin, as the top combat power, is the fundamental determinant of strength. After all, a powerful Jonin can easily take down 10, or even dozens or hundreds of ordinary Chūnin. Manmin Hall. After wandering around the city for more than an hour, I looked up and saw a shop. It was Manmindo, which was popular in the ninja world for its delicious food. Let's go in and get something to eat. Looking at Ding Zhao, who couldn't help wiping his saliva, Shikaku smiled and walked in. Going to Wanmintang is not just for enjoying the delicious food. No matter where you are, restaurants and bars are always the places where news circulates the most. 019 Liyue's strength. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. I really didn't expect. In fact, you don't need to pry deliberately. You can get a lot of information from the storytellers and people's chats just by walking on the streets or casually sitting in tea houses and restaurants. At first, Lu Ju and others looked down upon the people in Liyue who were unsuspecting and casually talking about village intelligence. They thought it was because the village had not been established recently, various systems were not yet complete, and the quality of the villagers in all aspects needed to be improved. But gradually, as they heard more and more information and learned more and more about Liyue, the three of them were shocked. Rock King Emperor. 7 stars 8 gate. 3 eyes and 5 manifestations of the immortal. The entire Liyue has an architecture that far exceeds their previous expectations. First of all, the leader of Liyue is not called the village chief, nor does he call himself Shadow, but is called the Emperor of the Rock King. This emperor is extremely mysterious and does not usually appear in front of others. His specific real name is also unknown. People here prefer to call him Prince Yan affectionately. Although very few people have seen the emperor, no one doubts the existence of Prince Yan. All over Liyue, various legendary deeds of the emperor are spread everywhere. For example, the expansion of the island area, the magnificent buildings that appeared overnight, and those magical things, almost all of them were created by Lord Yan. How can this be? If that's the case, is he still a human? He's simply a god. In the hearts of the people of Liyue, Emperor Yanwang is not a god. Hearing the rumors about the emperor, Lu Ju and the others were all surprised. But the more I listened, the less awe I felt, and instead I became suspicious. After all, this is so outrageous. Not to mention the unknown King of Rocks, even if he was called the god of ninja, the first Hokage back then was far from having such magical powers. Just a liar. Advertisement. Not necessarily, but he is definitely a qualified ruler. In the eyes of outsiders like Shikaku and others, the so-called legend of the King of Rocks is simply impossible. Therefore, they speculated that these legends were compiled and spread by Emperor Yanwang himself. As for the purpose, it is nothing more than to deify himself so as to rule the country of waves more firmly. It is precisely because of this that Emperor Yanwang rarely appears in front of people. Because once you show up more, the mystery becomes less. Moreover, as the saying goes, if you talk too much, you will miss the mark. The more times you show up, the greater the possibility of revealing your secret. Don't worry too much. Finally, Shikaku and the others came up with the answer. Although this ruler of Liyue, named Emperor Yanwang, has extremely strong dominance over Liyue, there is no need to worry too much in terms of pure force. On the contrary, it is some other people who are in more trouble. 7 stars and 8 gates are really perfect. We learned from the people that although the supreme ruler of Liyue is Emperor Yanwang, the actual management is by 7 adults codenamed 7 stars. They are similar to Liyue's permanent discussion committee, in charge of all aspects of Liyue including military, economy, construction, intelligence, etc. In order to facilitate management, 8 units including Huishan Hall, Shenglu Hall, Yinyuan Hall, and Hutchison Hall were established to supervise and implement all aspects of affairs, collectively known as the 8 Gates. It can be said that 7 stars and 8 gates are Liyue's management system. Immortal, is he that kind of immortal? Although the 7 stars and 8 gates have a complete system, they are just advisors, so there is no need to worry too much in terms of force. What Shikaku and the others really care about is a group of people called 3-eyed 5 display immortal. It may not be accurate to say that they are human beings. Because when they appeared, they were sometimes in human form, sometimes they were birds and beasts, and even mythical beasts and monsters from myths and legends. Advertisement. But no matter what the form is, one thing they have in common is that they are all extremely powerful. The so-called 3 eyes and 5 manifestations refer to the vast supernatural power. According to popular rumors, the 3-eyed and 5-manifold immortal has the power to open up mountains and reclaim seas, and has the god-tier power to subjugate demons. It is very likely that they are the immortals we know, but the immortals in Liyue do not come from the 3 holy places. In fact, there are immortals in the ninja world. For example, the sage of 6 paths that created the ninja sect. In addition to this ninja ancestor, the Mount Myoboku toad, the snake of Ryochi cave, and the wet-bone forest Katsuyu can also use ninjutsu and sage art, and are also called immortals. With the same inhuman appearance and god-tier powers, Liju and the others couldn't help but suspect that the immortals in Liyue and the immortals in the 3 holy places belong to the same type of existence. Some trouble. Thinking of this, the 3 of them frowned slightly. The immortal is powerful, at least at Jonin level. Judging from the information circulated by the people of Liyue, there are at least 7 or 8 immortals in Liyue. With these immortals alone, Konoha would have to reconsider Liyue's force. It seems that they are the main fighting force. At the same time, Luju and others have also regarded the 3 eyes and 5 manifestations immortal as Liyue's main combat power. But how could they know that the immortal was indeed powerful, but in Liyue, he was far from the top combat power. In addition to the immortals, after investigation, it was found that Liyue's other armed forces were the Qianyan army. The so-called Qianyan army is the soldiers patrolling the streets and alleys armed with white tassels. Through observation in the city, although these Qianyan troops have a physique comparable to that of Chūnin, they are not many in number. Moreover, most of them don't know ninjutsu. Therefore, from Shikaku's perspective, the Sengen army is just a small elite force that is still weaker than Chūnin. But how would they know that the Qianyan army is actually the basic force of Liyue, and only a small part of the patrol team is in the city? Most of the rest are stationed and trained in Yamanaka. Advertisement. That's what we have collected so far. In the end, Liyue's military strength indeed far exceeded previous expectations. After all, some people thought that just a few years after Liyue's rise, there were not even a few ninjas in the village. But in fact, there are not only a small number of Qianyan troops comparable to Chūnin, but also the existence of immortals. Fine. But, fortunately, that's all. With such a number of ninjas, even with those powerful scientific ninja tools, Liyue is not qualified to challenge the 5 hidden villages. At most, it is the level of small villages such as Taki Ninja Village and Kusunan Village. Coming to this conclusion, Shikaku couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. From the previous rankings, in addition to huge wealth, Liyue shows amazing potential. If we leave it alone, sooner or later it will rival or even surpass the 5 hidden villages. Fortunately, they are just getting started now and are far from developed to that extent. At the same time, Shikaku couldn't help but feel lucky that this ranking appeared in time. Otherwise, Liyue, which has not been exposed, will continue to develop in a low-key manner. In a few years, it will be really troublesome. Let's go to the 100 Soldiers Hall to have a look. After receiving important information, Shikaku couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. It is difficult to say when Emperor Yanwang will summon them. Take advantage of this time to see something with your own eyes. For example, scientific ninja tools. Shikaku said something, and then the 3 of them walked straight to Hyakubaitang. 020 The Troublemaking Grass Ninja. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Welcome to Bibingtang. You can choose any product you like. The cyclorama shows the 100 Soldiers Hall, with a young man and woman standing at the door, greeting visitors from all directions. Looking at the welcoming guests who bowed slightly and smiled, Luju was slightly surprised. They can wear the Konoha forehead protector on their heads. As long as they are in this world, no one does not know what this means. In other words, even though the other party knew they were Konoha shinobi, they still greeted them with a smile. Could it be said that Liyue is really not afraid of the leakage of high-end ninja tools? Or do you want money rather than your life? Although he already had a general understanding of Liyue's strength, Liyue's confidence that could be seen everywhere and revealed from the inside out always made Luju a little uneasy. Go in and take a look. Anyway, let's take a look first. Immediately afterwards, the 3 of them walked into the 100 Soldiers Hall. The huge space and the shelves full of various ninja tools are really shocking. However, there is almost no difference from the picture displayed on the sky screen. They are truly the best of the best. Shikaku picked up a kunai and tried it. It was the same as the Hyakubaito, ninja tools circulating outside, and the quality in all aspects exceeded those produced by the Takumi Ninja Village. The fine products are on the second floor. Hai joked and pointed to the stairs. Yes, according to the picture displayed on the sky screen, the second floor is the boutique area. As for those on the first floor, what outsiders regard as top-notch items or even collectibles are just ordinary items from Hyakubaitang. Let's go. Go to the second floor. For men, there is nothing more attractive than going upstairs. Shikaku greeted and walked straight up the stairs. Sure enough, when I arrived at the stairs on the second floor, I saw the sign of boutique area. Found it. After a quick glance, the three of them saw the 7 ninja sword first. Then they looked at each other, each took a handful, and couldn't wait to go to the trial area to try it out. Boom, boom, advertisement. The next moment, accompanied by bursts of roar, the 7 ninja swords showed their powerful abilities. It's true. To be precise, it's a replica that's more real than the real thing. Looking at the ninja swords in their hands, the three of them looked extremely serious. Although this point has been verified by the scenes in the sky, after confirming it in person, I was still shocked. After all, this is the Mist Shinobi 7 ninja sword. The reputation of the 7 ninja swordsmen is not inferior to their Ino Shika Cho. Immediately afterwards, the three tried the demon knife 1000 blades and some other fine ninja tools that they had not known before. It's shocking. Yes. Who would have thought that Liyue has no fewer than 20 or 30 types of ninja tools like the 7 ninja swords and the 1000 blades of the demonic sword? The ritual sword that can refresh ninjutsu, the bell sword with a protective cover, the flute sword with its own musical note attack, etc. These weapons that are not shown in the sky have repeatedly refreshed Shikaku and the others' understanding of ninja tools. Let's go. Go to the third floor. Although they were mentally prepared, the three of them stayed on the second floor for nearly half an hour. Take a deep breath, calm down a little, and walk towards the stairs again. If there is anything more attractive to men than going to the second floor, it is going to the third floor. Feel sorry. But unfortunately, the third floor is not accessible casually. As soon as he reached the stairs, he was stopped by a waiter. The third floor is only open to VIP customers. VIP. The three of them were startled, and then they remembered. Yes, there is also a sign on the third floor that says, VIP area. Shikaku frowned slightly and asked, how can I become a VIP customer? Dear customer, to become a VIP customer, you need to have a VIP card. Quote. Isn't this the same as not saying anything? Shikaku then asked. Then how can I get a VIP card? All VIP cards are issued with 7 stars. So, advertisement. Hearing this, Lu Ju pondered for a while. Liyue Kixing, under the command of Emperor Yanwang, is the specific manager of Liyue. According to the pictures in the sky screen, the third floor is filled with all kinds of outrageous scientific tools. It seems that Liyue does not have no restrictions on this powerful weapon. Only VIPs can go to the third floor and purchase scientific ninja tools, and the qualifications for VIPs are only 7-star certification. In other words, people or forces must be personally recognized by Liyue Kixing to be qualified to purchase scientific ninja tools. Obviously, judging from the current situation, the 5 hidden villages are the so-called VIP customers. But unfortunately, Master Hokage didn't give him any VIP card before departure. As a result, although I came to the 100 Soldiers Hall in person, I couldn't go to the third floor to make purchases. What a pity. Thinking of this, Lu Ju looked annoyed and shouted in his heart that he had miscalculated. However, the matter has come to this, and it is useless to think too much. The three of them sighed and had no choice but to exit the stairs. Although you can't go to the third floor, you can still have some fun on the second floor. There are also many high-quality ninja tools, but the three of them have not tried them, so it is time to learn more about them. The first is to purchase it for Konoha, and the second is to understand its performance and study how to deal with it. So that if you encounter an enemy holding a second-floor ninja tool on the battlefield in the future, you can deal with it calmly. Why don't you let us go up? Do you know who we are? Asshole. Look at our forehead protector. How dare you stop me? Do you Liyue want to perish? While the three of them were checking carefully on the second floor, there was a sudden noise at the top of the stairs. Looking around, I saw several men dressed as ninjas, yelling at the waiters at the stairs. Apparently, he also wanted to go to the third floor, but was stopped because he didn't have a VIP card. However, compared to the calm Shikaku and others, these people are much more arrogant and want to force their way in. Grass Ninja. Take a look at his forehead protector, all of them are ninjas from the Grass Ninja Village. Grass Ninja Village, located in the Kingdom of Grass between the Kingdom of Fire and the Kingdom of Earth, is a small ninja village that uses diplomatic means to deal with various countries and likes to study the ninjutsu of other countries. Logically speaking, the Fire Country is the closest to Liyue, and it is indeed surprising that the Grass Country ninjas who were separated from them by the Fire Country also arrived in Liyue in such a short period of time. However, it is actually not difficult to explain. For example, these grass ninjas happen to be near the country of waves due to missions or other reasons. For another example, before the Tianmu ranking started, Sao Ninja Village had already discovered Liyue's existence. Advertisement. Although Liyue is located on the sea, it is not really isolated from the world after all. Interesting. Seeing the grass ninja and the waiter getting into a dispute and about to take action, Shikaku not only had no intention of taking action, but instead chuckled and folded his arms as if watching the fun. It's not that he's afraid that the world will not be in chaos, but that he takes this opportunity to see the strength of Bibingtang. Who are you? Making trouble in the 100 Soldiers Hall. Just as the grass ninja was about to force his way to the third floor, with a loud shout, a strong middle-aged man walked quickly from nowhere. Blinding your dog eyes. See clearly, we are ninjas from Kusanagi village. Facing the aggressive middle-aged man, the grass ninja not only did not restrain himself at all, but pointed to his forehead protector and shouted loudly. Don't talk about a small 100 Soldiers Hall. If you offend our grass ninja village, your entire kingdom of waves will suffer disaster. I don't care whether you are a grass ninja or a flower ninja. In Liyue, you must abide by Liyue's rules. Facing the arrogant grass ninja, the middle-aged man's face turned pale and he shouted in a deep voice. Now, please leave the 100 Soldiers Hall immediately. You are not welcome. Let us leave. Ha. Several grass ninjas looked at each other and couldn't help but sneered. Then, he looked at the middle-aged man again and asked casually. What a loud tone. Who are you from the 100 Soldiers Hall? My surname is Zhang, everyone calls me Lao Zhang. I am the blacksmith of Bibing Hall. Asshole. It turns out he's just a blacksmith. He thought he was some big shot, but he turned out to be just a low-level worker. As if he was being teased, the grass ninja instantly became angry. Immediately afterwards, one of them punched Lao Zhang directly. Snap. But the next moment, with a soft sound, Lao Zhang stretched out his hand and easily caught the punch. Then he tightened his fingers, and his calloused hands directly grasped the Kusanagi's fist. Asshole. You want. The grass ninja cursed and was about to withdraw his fist. But the next moment, he suddenly discovered that the fist held by Lao Zhang was as if it was welded to death. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get even an inch out. Tisk. And at this moment, along with the harsh sound of steam, a large amount of hot white steam spurted out from Lao Zhang's arm.